Well, hey there, football fans, and welcome to the MIAA Division II North Playoffs. We are at Herd Stadium up here in Beverly as your fourth-seeded Beverly Panthers will be facing off against your actual Somerville Highlanders, the fifth seed, and you're watching this on Educational Channel 15. A cold fall day, damp I would call it. Perfect day for some playoff football, and hopefully we're going to hold off the monsoons that we saw last week that Somerville had to face off against Medford, where they won and got their placement into the playoffs. My name is Braden Moriarty, and I am joined by my broadcast partner, Sal Mendoza. Hey, Sal.
Hey, what's going on, huh?
Yeah.
Beautiful football weather, huh?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. We're chilly up here, and the psychological warfare that is the playoffs has already begun because the broadcast team for the visiting team, that would be us, the Somerville Highlanders, are stuck up on a hill with no chairs and broadcasting to you live. We're going to stand here, though. We're going to make the best out of it and try to bring you some great playoff football. And hopefully, Somerville can stay on the roll that they're in. Hopefully on the legs of Chris David, the senior for running back for the Highlanders. Had 4 touchdowns last week against Medford and bajillion yards. I mean, that's an unscientific number.
That's got to be a record.
Yeah, it's some sort of a record.
It's definitely a record.
It's close to the squadrillion set by our own Jeff Argenziano, trying to get out of here at some point today and not having to listen to us. And as we get ready for tip-off, what are we looking for here, Sal? What do you expect?
I mean, you look at the two teams here. We got the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. You know, Beverly comes into the game with a 5-2 record. Somerville comes in with a 4-3 record. You know, based on records, the seeding, you would expect this to be a very, very close game. What makes this interesting is that, you know, starting next season when Somerville enters the NEC conference, this is a matchup we're going to see year in, year out with Beverly. So this is kind of like a sign of things to come here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Somerville, you want to take care of the football. You don't want to give them, you know, especially being on the road, you don't want to give the home team here any momentum here. And I think it's really going to be based off the offense. If the offense can be successful, you know, the defense will build off that. They'll go out there with confidence. But, you know, I think, you know, for Somerville to pull this game off, you know, it's going to be on the back of the offense.
Yep, absolutely. And limiting mistakes and turnovers in playoff football is 101. And hopefully Somerville can do that. Their explosive offense really came out to shine last week when they beat Medford 52-30. Let's see, Elijah and Chris David both had big games. Everybody had a big game. But they're going to have to do that again here in enemy territory up against a very capable Panthers team that was nice enough to go ahead and get into the Halloween theme for us.
Yeah, they're definitely rocking the black and orange here. Very Halloween themed here, and you know, a little delay at the start. You know, some will hear a little traffic.
Yeah, just a little bit,
which is a sign of things to come. But you can see we have the opening, the coin toss going on here. Will be followed by the national anthem. But you know, playoff football's here. Somerville's got a winning record, and you know they're on their way to good things here, hopefully tonight.
Yeah, nice display of sportsmanship as the captains meet midfield for the coin toss, and the Panthers are getting psyched up on the near sideline, as you see here, and Somerville lines up in the white. In the far sideline, wearing the whites. Yeah. I like the new jerseys. Reds last week, blue, the white this week.
I really enjoy it because we'll be able to read the numbers.
Yeah, that'll be advantageous to us. I can't imagine how bad this would be if I couldn't read the numbers. It's going to be bad enough already, but we're going to do the best that we can. So as we get set up here for the first round of the playoffs, you got to look at how the field conditions are going to stand up.
Very rare right now. We're playing on a grass field.
Yeah.
Rain last night. We have some rain, some little on and off showers here today. Field conditions are definitely going to be, you know, come into play here with footing, people slipping, falling. So, you know, we're used to, you know, the lovely confines of Dilboy Stadium, the turf field, where, you know, that usually doesn't come into play too often. But
just lightning.
Yeah, just a few lightning delays.
Yeah, that was a little rough last week. But our man Jeff Argenziano was out there. But we do have what it looks like the anthem starting. Sure. Here we go.
Orange hat. So,
as the teams meet at midfield and get themselves psyched up here, it's a nice showing for the Somerville Highlanders to be in the playoffs. Only the second year for Coach Fenton, and being able to bring the team into the playoffs, not only as, you know, a player, but as the 5th seed. That's a pretty nice seed.
Yeah, definitely. They come in
top 4, but it's good.
Yeah, they're coming in with a winning record, 4-3, which, you know, obviously is a great sign for them. Already more wins than they had last year, I believe, or the exact same mark. So they're definitely a much improved team than from last year, and you could see in each year for Coach Fenton so far, they have improved.
Now, we know how the Highlanders got here by beating Medford last week. The Beverly Panthers, who are 5-2 under head coach Daniel Bauer, last beat the Lynn Classical Rams 28-22 here at home. So this is their second game in a row right here at home, and they're coming off a big win as well. So it should be a good matchup.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both teams coming off wins, which is ultimately, as a coach going into the playoffs, you always want to have that positive momentum rolling into it. We're going to find out what happens there early in the game. You're going to see how both teams come out. You're going to see one side that, may want it a little bit more. I think you're going to see a hard-fought game here. I mean, Somerville getting the ball first. Ultimately they're going to want to get down and get things flowing here. Even if they don't score a touchdown, they want to drive the ball, give themselves confidence, knowing that they can move the ball against this Panthers defense.
Yeah, exactly. Beverly Panthers line up from right to left. They're going to kick the ball off to Somerville, who's in white, and will be returning the ball here, going from left to right.
One thing to look for is during pregame warm-ups, I noticed that the Beverly kicker worked a lot on onside kicks.
Ooh, look at you!
A lot more than I've seen other teams do it. So that's one thing that you're going to want to be aware of, because it looked like he actually worked on that more than kicking the ball down the field.
Oh.
So with the Somerville up men, you're going to want to make sure they're alert. But there's a lot of grass behind them, so making sure we pounce on that ball no matter where it's kicked is going to be a good start.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is called constructive insight from your color person right there. I don't usually do that for Todd, so wow, he must like having you around. And we're off here as Somerville catches it, returns it back. Oh, cuts up the field. Oh, fumble.
Looks like he did bounce back on it.
Yes, it looks like Somerville was able to bounce back on it.
Beverly caught a break there, because if Giopia doesn't fumble that ball, he was already through. He had a lot of open field in front of him, which not only probably could have scored a touchdown, it would have put the Highlanders in Beverly territory, but luckily for Somerville, they were able to bounce on that football. And they're starting in good field position, looks like on the
31.
The 31-yard line.
That's what I'm guessing. We're going to be doing a lot of that, but
based on the scoreboard, which is going to be coming handy for both of us today.
Oh yeah, hey, there's a scoreboard. That might be helpful. See, I'm not good at really noticing things, but we'll see how that goes. Somerville lines up here. It's like in a shotgun set. 4 receivers wide. Line up for the first play of the game. Motion. Oh, no, another fumble. Number 19, Jason Barantos, unfortunately, coughs up the ball, couldn't handle the sweep handoff, and gives the ball right over to the Beverly Panthers. Not a good way to start your first playoff game.
Yeah, definitely not the first play you want to run there. It looks like there was difficulty with the exchange between Jeffries, and I'm not sure who the running back was. Ball came on the ground, and Beverly pounced right on it. But, that's going to happen throughout the football game. Ball might be even getting wet just being on the ground. But now Somerville just needs to take advantage of that themselves. They need to play hard on defense and start forcing their own turnovers.
Yeah, that's right. They've seen through their own personal experience how hard it is to handle the ball out there today. Let's see if they can force an issue here with the Beverly Panthers as they switch out of an I set, go to shotgun. 3 receivers on the near side field. It's a pass, and it's completed. Oh, he makes a cutback, number 33 for the Beverly Panthers, Kevin Flaherty. With a nice uptick move to cut back against the grain and get a couple more yards there for the Beverly Panthers. And looks like second down and
5, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
Looks like it's 5.
It's tough to tell from our broadcast mound. We can't really see the.
nice first down play there for Beverly, getting a nice chunk of yards there, putting themselves in second and medium here, and gives them great opportunity here to convert a first down.
And they line up in a full stacked I set. Oh, as they run it up the middle.
Kyle Denard, the ball carrier.
And they were able to get and move the chains up through a strong running play that's going to be tough for the Somerville Highlanders to stop, considering that they are a little light in the second row up in the linebackers position.
Yeah, nice run there by Kyle Kennard from Beverly. Offensive line, you got to give him credit. They opened a nice hole for him. He hopped through there, was able to pick up the first down here. And it looks like they're just outside the 10-yard line. They're on the 12, so they do have the ability to get a first down without scoring a touchdown. So that's one thing to keep in mind. because let's say they get down to the 1 yard line, now they're going to have 4 fresh downs to put that in.
Yeah, especially with how slippery the ball's been. We're probably going to see a couple of run plays here. And they do run it up the gut. Number 2 is able to scamper into for the touchdowns for the Beverly Panthers as they take a quick lead. Kyle Kennard, the senior running back, captain for the Beverly Panthers, was able to cut straight up the middle and made that look easy. Somerville's got to get the momentum going in the other direction here.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it looks like it was basically the same play that they had just run before. The hole opened up big in the middle of the field, and Kennard just dashed right through it and almost went into the end zone untouched for the first score of the game here to give Beverly the lead.
Yeah, Luke Simperi lines up. He's the kicker for the Beverly Panthers, the senior, as they go for the extra point. Oh. And it looks like it's no good.
But that's going to come back. It looks like a Highlander was offsides to give him another chance at it, which is that's more of a mental mistake than anything else.
Yeah, far side edge rushers tried to time the snap and jumped early, and then tried to get back and couldn't get back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised with the ball being closer to see Beverly go for 2 at this point.
Yeah.
They're still going to go for it, the extra point.
Let's see. He's going to get another shot at it and just a little bit closer this time. He wasn't that far off last. Oop.
Blast that one through.
There we go. That's what he's looking for. Beverly Panthers take a quick 7-0 lead off the turnover from your Somerville Highlanders. Somerville Highlanders, though, will look to bounce back on this next drive. This is probably the exact opposite of the start that they got off in the Medford game last week, where they just absolutely steamrolled coming out the gates, wheels on fire, and were able to build a big lead early. Now they're on the opposite side of the coin here. They have to find a way to stem the tide and be able to score some points of their own.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not the start that you want, but you've got a lot of football left. I mean, there's only 9:24 left in the first quarter of this game. There's plenty of game to work and come back on. They just have to start doing the little things. Ball security, like we talked about, is definitely going to be a big thing here. They are going to want to, on defense, they're going to want to shore up the middle of the field. You don't want Beverly to keep getting, rushing right down the middle. Right down the middle of the field there. But it's early enough where they can make those adjustments in game and at halftime. So I think nothing to worry about as of yet. Let's just try and get that offense rolling.
Yeah, and it looks like Beverly is going with a very conservative game plan actually, as they kick off here. And it's a low squib kick. Going over to Gio. Gio picks it up, runs it down, and makes sure he tucks that ball away this time, which is a good call.
Yep, great adjustment by Gio there. Came up, once he saw contact was coming, he got 2 hands on the ball, lowered the shoulder, made sure he secured it. And that's another good return there for the Highlanders, now starting, the second series on the 30-yard line. It looks like on that return, he's only like 1 or 2 guys away from really breaking it.
Yeah.
So that could be, something to look for later on in the game.
Yeah, he's getting to the second level, and he seems like he's picked out a pretty good game plan as to where he wants to go up the field. He's targeting specific people on the kickoff or the kick return defense team.
Yeah, I mean, that's the second straight time he went to the right side of the field, and it's been successful both times. So I'd look for them to keep doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Highlanders get set up here for their second drive, we're looking at Elijah as he hands off the ball to number 4, Chris David. Oh, Chris breaks a tackle up to the left side, runs. Oh, and a horse collar tackle. Come on. What's going on here, Beverly? I know it's the playoffs, but let's keep it clean.
Great first down play there by the Highlanders. Chris David did a great job of being patient, getting to the outside. Got to give credit to the receivers out there holding their block to allow him to get that 12-yard gain and a first down for Somerville.
Yeah, Chris didn't get the ball in the first drive, and he had a big game against Medford like we talked about in the open. 4 touchdowns, 230 yards, at least 230 yards. If Somerville is going to get back into this game, Chris David's going to have a lot to do with it, but we'll see what Elijah has planned out here as he calls out the play calls as they split 4 wide again. Ball comes to Elijah, he cuts off quick to Gio. Gio cuts up the field. Oh, nice move, Gio! Cutting back into the middle of the field, breaks a couple of tackles, and is finally brought down about the 39, maybe the 40 in
like
Beverly Panthers.
Flag on the play.
Oh, no.
Looks like they're calling holding on Somerville.
Well, Somerville's moving back.
Looks like it was on the receiver to the far side of the field that helped get Gio sprung, but that was a really, really nice play.
Oh.
Coaching staff isn't too happy with that call, but
I wouldn't be either. I didn't see it. Of course, it's tough to. Our vantage point from the mound, the broadcast mound, is not great, but we'll take their word for it.
Good thing is you could see the offense starting to to get a little bit of a rhythm here. That they feel, you know, I mean, they got some confidence. 2 great back-to-back plays. Granted, one was called back on a penalty here, but you know, you can see they're not afraid to do anything here. They went through that quick screen. They run in the ball. The more they're able to mix up their play calls, it's going to be tougher for Beverly to catch on and do the things that they want to do.
Yeah, that's right. Beverly comes up. They seem to have just one guy back. They seem to be playing a bit of a press defense as Somerville gets the play from the sideline.
That's a great thing to look at because with the talent that the Highlanders have, definitely look for Giopia if they're going to go one-on-one with them for the deep ball with that.
Oh, it's another run. Chris David is bottled up quickly as Somerville tries to get some of the yards back from the holding call. Is able to get it close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and long for the Somerville Highlanders, or 2nd down and long.
Second down. Yeah, only able to get 2 yards. You got to give credit to Beverly. They had to stuff that run there, but I would look for the Somerville Highlanders to run a play action off of that play. They've already run that play twice. The more they run it, the more that Beverly's going to assume it's a run every time. You throw a quick play action there with the athletes that they have on the outside, definitely be beneficial for Somerville.
Elijah lines up in the shotgun set. 3 receivers to his right. Oh, nice move by Chris David. Oh, he slips and he falls. Had a nice hole developing there and was looking like he was going to cut it to the right and go against the grain of the linebackers, but his feet slipped out from underneath him.
Yeah, it looks like he slipped on the field a little bit, which was something that we talked about earlier in the game. But great position for Somerville now. Only 3rd and 5 when that penalty drove them back. They started to see this set of downs at first and like 14 or 15. So definitely in a great spot. I would expect them to even potentially go for it if they get close to the 1st down, just knowing how important it is to put points on the board against this Beverly team. Yeah,
as they line up, they're kind of in no man's land right here. It's way too far for a field goal, but it's also too short for a punt. Elijah takes the snap, shotgun, he looks deep, he's going long, up. Incomplete pass to Gio. It looked like he had to turn into the defender there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to the defender there. That was number 44, Johnny Jones. He was there step for step for him. And they run that play knowing that they're going to go for it on 4th down. I don't expect them to go deep on that and then try to punt the ball off.
Yeah.
Nice job by Jones there, staying step for step with Gio. In those passes, Jeffrey's going to want to try and lead him down the field a little bit more. But I like the aggression from the Highlander offense so far.
Here we go, 4th and 4. Oh, as the Beverly Panthers almost jump offside, but they come back. Elijah sets up. Oh, we have a timeout.
Yeah. Good timeout by Coach Fenton. Saw that, obviously the things weren't, that play didn't look like, there was a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
It would have been great if they would have hiked the ball once that guy was offside. They would have got a free 5 yards and a play out of it. But good.
Definitely would have been helpful, but I think Elijah probably went with a more cautious approach. Probably looked at the defense, saw what he didn't like, and decided calling a timeout was probably the best move. So, I mean, it is the playoffs, and we're talking about limiting mistakes.
And Somerville trotted out the punt team there. Jason Barrientos is going to go back and punt the ball. I don't necessarily disagree with this. I think it's actually a good move. They're going to pin Beverly deep and make him drive the length of the field.
Handles the snap very, very well. It comes down.
Fumble?
Oh, he causes a fumble. Perfectly timed hit. The Panthers are able to hop back onto it. What a play!
Somerville almost had that ball. Beverly was able to pounce on the football, but there is a flag on the play, so I want to know. I'm interested to see what this is.
I thought he got to him right as the ball got there.
He definitely did.
Henry Augustin.
He definitely did. There's no way they can call that catch interference.
Was the first one down there, I believe, to hit.
Looks like.
Oh, they're moving him forward.
Looks like they're saying a block in the back. I'm interested.
Illegal formation is the call. And a block in the back. Oh!
Offsetting. All right, so we have offsetting penalties. Interesting, the block in the back by Beverly, but they said Somerville had an illegal formation, which I didn't see that flag, so I don't know where that call came from, but we'll go with it.
As they get reset here, and they line up for the punt again. It's a good first punt, and they were able to time it out well. Now you see 2 players back.
Yeah, that was Beverly. A great punt. That was going to put Beverly back inside the 20. So
even before he fumbled it.
Yeah.
As the snap comes, he handles it. Not as good of a punt this time, but it's able to bounce. It takes a Somerville Highlander bounce to just about the 31-yard line, 32.
Yep, Beverly's going to start with the ball in the 31. Obviously not.
Not an as awesome as it would have been if the previous play had counted, but that's...
Yeah, that first punt was definitely better. It looked like that ball came off the side of his foot a little bit. Excuse me.
Oh, you all right?
This weather.
Oh, man, I know. We're standing up here on the hill. It's wet. This is not how we... we're not going to have a good Halloween. By the way, what are you going for for Halloween?
Yesterday I actually went to a party dressed as Bartman.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic costume.
I figure, you know, the Cubs were playing. I might as well do it.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, the Cubs and the Indians are in the World Series, if you can believe that. And who said 2016 wasn't the beginning and the end? As the Beverly Panthers take a snap, fake a handoff, and the quarterback goes on a QB sneak option run.
Yeah, nice run there by Kevin Morency there. It looked like the read option from the quarterback position. Made the reads, saw that he had the hole, picked up 9 yards there on first down, and
Somerville bit heavy on the option, which freed up Morency to be able to pick up about 9 yards. They'll start with a second and short here. Somerville has yet to figure out how to stop Beverly's run game, and it seems that they're varying it up a little bit as they line up in the power eye. Or as we used to call it, capital I. Nice play. As Henry Augustin, who has just been all over the field on special teams and on defense, comes up and crushes Kyle Kennard for the Beverly Panthers. And
great play by Augustin there. You know, Beverly, no wide routes. They had basically two fullbacks in the backfield. You know, there was no disguise on what they were doing. Augustin read that right away, tackled him for no gain, and it sets Beverly up for 3rd and short, which is, you know, this is going to be perfect for Somerville if they can get the stop here.
Good read by the defense. They were able to bring everybody up into the box and get right in on that. And as the Panthers break their huddle and come up here, they have a 3rd and short. A big stop here by the Somerville Highlanders would go a long way in returning momentum back to their side. As they headed off to the swing man, the option. Oh, he's able to bust out. Oh, and he breaks through a couple of tackles and cuts it upfield. As he gets down to the 20, the 30, 20, the 10, and a touchdown for the Beverly Panthers. That was Sam Abady, I'm sorry.
Yeah, nice run there by Abady there. You know, started going to the left side. Highlanders were there. He cut back inside, went through a few arm tackles, and once he got to the open field, there was no contest.
Yeah, this is playoff football. You can't do the arm tackle thing. And that's not going to work out here as he was able to knife through the Highlanders secondary and bust off a big run for the touchdown. The senior captain really was able to cut upfield and showed off his legs, which was very impressive as the Panthers line up for the extra point, trying to make it 14-0 here.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely showed some shiftiness there to avoid Highlander defenders, and once he got into the open field, you could see that speed take off, and just a huge gain on a 3rd and 1 for Beverly to put, you know, a touchdown on the board, and really, you know, the Highlanders are really going to have to dig deep now.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough blow for the Highlanders' psyche as they had him stop 3rd and short. All they had to do was come through, and they were able to bust off the big play, not only for a big run and the first down, but also the touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a tough one to swallow there, especially when you made such a great play on 3rd down on 2nd down to make it 3rd and 1, and to see, you know, give up a 41-yard play. You know, it's tough, but they have to rebound. It's still the first quarter. Offense was starting to find a little bit of rhythm there. I think it's definitely going to be key this series to drive down the field and put points on the board, but at the very least, get into Panther territory.
Yeah, small steps, baby steps at this point. Try to get something going your way and not let this one become a rout as Beverly lines up to kick it off once more here.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see Beverly go away from Gio, kick it to the other back man there. It looks like it is Lucas St. Jean.
As they line up for the kick, and as you pointed out, they could do it onside again. But they don't. They kick it deep, and it goes straight to Gio.
Nice kick.
That's what they get for not listening to us. Gio puts on the moves, cuts up the field, is able to get past the first tackler. Oh, cuts back, and the resulting swarm is able to bring him down.
The 21, I'm
going to go with the 21. There's a lot of black jerseys in my way, I can't see.
No, nice, impressive kick there by the Beverly kicker there. That ball went back all the way just inside the 5-yard line, which in high school, you don't really see that too much here in Massachusetts. So.
No, it's special teams, especially in high school football, are great. If you have, they're a huge plus if you have even a competent staff.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a kicker, as a coach, it gives you so much confidence to do some more things, whether it means punting, kicking field goals.
Absolutely.
It's just not an aspect of the game that you see too many high schools have. Someone they can rely on that much. So
It frees you up on defense, and frees you up in offense too. It gives you a ton more options. And Beverly seems to have a pretty good special teams squad, but so do the Somerville Highlanders with Clems, sorry. As the option play goes to the left, handoff, I believe that's Chris David.
Yep.
I was referring to my sheet before, looking up a player 3 plays ago, but now, yeah, I believe that's Chris.
Yeah, nice sweep play to the left there by the Highlanders.
Christopher David.
Nice patience by Christopher David, allowing the hole to develop there. And nice 5-yard gain here on first down, sets up Somerville, with second and medium here.
Yeah, 2nd and 4. Ball's on the 26 of the Highlanders as they line up for yet another play here. Going on the shotgun set a lot more than they did last week, at least in the first part of the game. As another option play, handoff to the side, and I believe that's Chris David is brought down again. This time, I want to say around the
Looks
like a 3-yard gain.
It looks close to the first down.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's based on the official on the far side. You're exactly. Oh no, they're going to give him the first down.
Hey! All right, so it shows you what we know and what we can see.
Another nice run by Chris David there. Picking up nice chunks of yards here. Got to give credit to the offensive line, giving him that hole where he's been aggressive, going right through.
All right, Somerville lines up here with Chris David offset to the left of the shotgun to Elijah. Elijah hands it off to Chris David once again as he pulls up the foot. But Panthers were ready for it this time. Oh, we had a little pushing and shoving as the Panthers come up with the ball, but he was far down. Chris was not only were his knees down, his elbows down, everything was down.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Jake Veal for Beverly there. The defensive lineman was able to get right through the hole and get Christopher David right at the line of scrimmage. Wrapped him up, didn't let him get any forward motion there, and it looked like he lost about a half a yard in that play.
Yeah, it'll be 2nd and a little over 10 yards from the 32 when the Highlanders take the next step. And, yep, on cue, it starts raining. I feel like I'm bad luck.
I looked at the weather. It didn't say it was supposed to rain.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. It's one of the reasons why I agreed to do the game. And Henry Augustine tries to sweep it wide and is met there by a bevy of Beverly Panthers.
Great play there by Sam Abady. On the offensive side, just ran that long touchdown. Defensive side, met the running back right around the corner and took him completely out for a loss of 2 yards. And now the Highlanders are facing a 3rd and 12 here.
Yeah.
Deep into Beverly, deep in their own territory, which is definitely not an ideal situation.
Yeah, that play last week would have worked against Medford, but they weren't as quick to the outside with closing capabilities as it seems the Beverly Panthers are. As Somerville lines up for the 3rd and about 12 from their 30. Back in the shotgun once again is Elijah. Henry Augustine is going to be the blocking back on this one with 4 wides as he takes a snap, drops back, looks off to the side. It's off the hands of Lucas St. Jean, who I think was starting to run with the ball before he had it.
I think so too a little bit. He had some space there, but Beverly was willing to give up that underneath route. Was short of the first down, allow their team to go tackle it. They were more focused on, it looked like it was Gio Pierre going down the line a little bit further, trying to get that first down. Those are the type of things that you have to look for, especially when you're in these positions where it's 3rd and long. These are obviously not the ideal situations for an offense. Definitely something someone's going to want to try and avoid going forward.
As they line up for the punt here, snap comes back, and it's a much better kick than last time. Back towards the 40. And a fair catch called for by the returner for the Beverly Panthers, Sam Abady.
Yeah, nice punt by Barrientos there. A lot of hang time on there. Didn't allow the return man any time to catch it and go. He called for the fair catch. Beverly's going to be starting with the ball. Looks like on the 38-yard line, their own 38.
Yep.
So definitely want the Highlander defense here. They're going to have to step up, either create that turnover or force Beverly to punt. Because the offense isn't going to be able to they can't trade score for score now at this point. They're going to need some stops here to allow the offense to get them back in this game.
And that is a heady assumption and hope to make for the Somerville Highlanders, because their defense has been out on the field for most of this first quarter as the offense hasn't been able to get much going. Let's see if they can get a stop here and get the offense some time with the ball before the quarter runs out. As the play comes back, 2 players in the back field, it's a handoff to Sam Abady, I believe. Nope, that's number 33, Kevin Flaherty. Sorry, I thought that was Sam Abady in the background.
Nice play by Highlanders Tull there.
Jelani.
Yeah, Jelani Tull. Nice play. Made the initial contact in the backfield there, wrapped him up, allowed the rest of his team to come make the tackle, and it was only a gain of probably, let's say, they're saying 2. I'm going to say 1.5.
Jelani's in my TV media production course.
Perfect.
He's just finished up a great horror movie that he made, just in time for Halloween.
So that means he's getting an A, right?
Yeah, of course he's getting an A. They kind of did this whole psychological thriller thing that was really good. Nice. Didn't even show the killer. It was pretty well done. As the runs back end, it's a sack. Nice play as the Somerville Highlanders swarm and are able to take down the quarterback for the Beverly Panthers. Number 35 was the first one who sought and destroyed him. That was Manny Santiago Manuel doing the big man stuff.
They didn't, Beverly tried to go play action. Quarterback rolled the other way. Highlanders were there. They were able to chase him down. He actually almost fumbled the football, which would have been amazing. But now Beverly is in that third and long situation where Somerville gets this stop that's going to force Beverly to punt.
Yeah, key here is getting that stop. Exactly. It is a long third down, but as long as they do some solid tackling, they should be able to stop the Beverly Panthers here. Knock on wood. Of course, we don't have any wood around, but as the play comes back, it's a drop back pass.
Screen.
Nice play to number 5 as he comes up. And what a big tackle.
Falls out. They're saying he was down.
They're saying he's down. Tackle was Anton Smith coming up and laying out. Also, number 8 for the Highlanders. Jelani, there's the guy.
That's a big tackle because if they miss that tackle, it's probably going to be a touchdown at that point. Because there was no one down there. They read the screen. They did a great job stopping it. It should be forcing Beverly to punt here.
Yeah, that was a beautifully designed screenplay, but the Somerville High School defense was not falling for it, and they were able to come up and learn from their mistakes during the last big run that Sam Abady had for the last touchdown, and not just arm tackles, making sure you wrap up and bring them down.
Exactly. I mean, if he tries to arm tackle right there, their running back gets right through that, and they'll definitely get the first down. Exactly. But that's the end of the first quarter. That's why we're switching ends of the field here. But great job. Exactly what we were talking about with the Highlander defense needed was a nice stop here, forcing Beverly to punt now. You got Gio Pierre on the field here returning the punt. Anytime he has the ball in his hands, he's, a touchdown is waiting to happen.
Yeah, so. My guy's electric. Gio's out here eagerly awaiting the punt from the Beverly Panthers, and it's stopped by the Somerville Highlanders defense. Hey, maybe we're moving in the right direction now.
Yeah, and
as we sit,
I'd be looking for someone to get the ball in his hands a little bit more too on offense too.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Snap comes back, and it's a line drive kick that goes over Gio's head.
Yep.
Kind of takes a dead end bounce there as the Beverly Panthers are able to down it inside the 20, about the 18-yard line for the Somerville Highlanders, and that's where they will have it to start off the second quarter on offense.
Yeah, nice smart play there by Gio. The ball, it was going to be a difficult catch.
Yep.
No chance, don't risk taking the turnover there. In the future, though, if Beverly continues to do that line drive punt, it gives them a chance to catch it. That's going to be a huge benefit to him, just because the Beverly defense on their punt coverage isn't going to be able to get down there. It sets them up for a big return.
Yeah, and as we talked about, special teams in the playoffs can make a huge. They can make or break the game for you. And knowing Gio's back there, and now that he's seen that he could be getting a line drive punt next time, we'll see if he makes the adjustment as the Highlanders come out here on offense and line up. Elijah is again back in the shotgun set. We've got 2 receivers on each side. No, wait, 1 receiver up top and 2 on the near side of the field. We've got Giovanni down here at the near sideline, lined up with Lucas St. John, and up at the tight, I can't quite see. But it is a pass as he throws and he goes deep. Up to the, what a catch!
Nice catch, and he's gone!
Shaq! There we go, Shaq Joseph. He's off to the races. Big touchdown for the Somerville Highlanders. They're on the board. Brand new ball game.
That's an 82-yard touchdown pass from Elijah Jeffries to, was it Shaq?
Shaq Joseph.
Yeah, that was a great call by Coach Fenton. From the sideline, he called off the original play that they called in this play. He probably saw the one-on-one coverage on the outside. Great pass by Elijah Jeffries. Just an unbelievable play, and this is exactly what Somerville needed. Defense with a big stop. First play on the offensive side, 82-yard touchdown play, and Somerville's right back in it.
Everything about that play worked. Elijah with a beautiful pass hit Shaq right in stride, and he was able to take it to the house as they line up for the extra point here. We've got Emerson up there, and the kick is up, and good for the Somerville Highlanders as they have the lead. It's 14-7. The Beverly Panthers up early in the second quarter. Just an outstanding play all the way around. There we go.
That was unbelievable. That gives Somerville a lot of good positive momentum here. Not just on the offense for a huge play, but the defense. They caused that touchdown by stopping Beverly on 3 plays, forcing them to punt, gave the offense the ball, and Somerville quick score there. And now you got to think about the Beverly defense. They might not feel so comfortable going one-on-one with the Highlander receivers.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see a little bit more of a focus paid to the wideouts by the Beverly Panthers as they now realize that they can get burned deep because they just did.
Exactly.
And badly as well. As Somerville Highlanders comes out with their special teams unit to kick it off to the Beverly Panthers. This is the first time we're going to see this squad out in the field. We've been seeing the Highlanders come out to return the kickoffs. Now it's Beverly's turn. We'll see if the special teams continues to play a factor.
Yeah, I mean, just a great play, 82 yards. What I liked what Joseph did there is he went up and got the ball at his highest point. He was the aggressive one to the football. The defender there, didn't completely have his head turned. Shaq took complete advantage of it, and the rest was history. Once he caught it, there was no one that was going to catch him.
Right. By the time the defender was able to get his head back to see that Shaq had caught it, Shaq was gone. And off to the races as we line up here for the kick and we get set. Ooh, here we go. A little bit of a war cry as we kick off the ball.
Nice kick.
Nice kick. Oh, they're not ready for that. They touched it too.
Oh, and that ball stopped them right there.
That's live ball. Oh, and here we go as they are able to take advantage of the miscue and tackle the Beverly Panthers back. Pinned way back within the 10.
Yeah, I mean, talk about, like you talked about, the kicking game, special teams. That ball, not only did it go off the fingertips of the Beverly player that was back there, it stopped before the goal line. They had to pick it up, and by the time he picked it up, there were already Highlanders there, and now Beverly has to start at their own 10-yard line off a kickoff, which is very rare.
That is a big miscue by the Beverly Panthers. They weren't positioned correctly. They didn't think that kick was going to be able to get that far.
They definitely didn't. You're absolutely right on that. They didn't have anyone close to being back there, and once that ball was kicked, it definitely caught them off guard, and you could see what happened.
Well, the momentum has definitely switched. Let's see if Beverly can get some of that back here as they line up in a shotgun set with Morency, their quarterback. Deep, almost at the 5-yard line. This calls play. It's a QB option again as he's able to leapfrog a defender. But the swarming linebackers of the Somerville Highlanders are able to come up and meet him. But a good play, probably a 5-yard gain from where I can see right now, bringing them up to like the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice carry there by Morency there, leaping over some falling offensive and defensive linemen there to pick up those 5 yards there.
That was a nice little hurdle. I wonder if he's on the track team as well.
If not, the track coach, if he's here, should be recruiting him.
He's like, hey, wait a minute, where you been? All right, as they line up for another play call, they've got one running back split off to the side. It's a shotgun pass. Oh, as they go deep. Oh, and he's running around, scrambling outside of the pocket. He's looking for something open, can't find it, throws it away. Great defense by the Somerville Highlanders.
Great defense. Smart play by the quarterback there because he was looking to throw the ball to his receiver going across the middle, and the Somerville safety was right there ready to jump it. And he held on to it because he saw it at the last second. Great job by the Highlander defense there. And now we're setting up Beverly for a 3rd and 5, and this could be, back-to-back 3-and-outs.
Yeah,
and Somerville would definitely get the ball in great field position here.
You saw Morency look down and he started checking down on his different receivers. And even his safety route wasn't there. So he had to throw it away. Smart play by the upperclassmen for the Beverly Panthers, their QB. They're going to line up here, as Sal is just mentioning, with a 3rd and about 5. So it's not going to be an easy pickup for them. Deep in their own.
Watch the screen pass.
Oh, here we go. As they plow straight up ahead, and he's able to get up to the second level.
He's short.
Looks like he is a little short. Conservative play call.
I think they go for it here. I don't know if no, they're going to punt it.
I mean, they're back. I mean, they're inside their own 20.
I know. I thought it was aggressive, though, going 3rd down, running the ball instead of.
I mean, this isn't Madden, so.
You never know. It's like, one thing to be aware of, watch for the fake punt.
Oh, hey, you know what? That's a very good call. It's a 4th and 1 for the 19. They are going to bring out their punt formation. We'll see if Sal's right. And he's calling for a fake punt. What do you? I'm not a betting man, Sal, but what would you say?
I wouldn't put a lot of money on it.
I wouldn't pay. Okay, we'll see what they do as they line up. The punter's within the own 5-yard line. It's very important for him to handle the snap. And Gio is back with a lot of room in front of him. And it's a very, very high kick. Gio calls for the fair catch and is able to grab it. Oh no, we're still all right. At about the 45-yard line for the Somerville Highlanders. Great starting position.
Great, nice punt by the Beverly kicker there. He definitely got a lot of leg on that one. You know, they were what? Probably at the 16, 17-yard line. Somebody was going to start the ball on the 44-yard line.
Yep.
But hey, you got to give credit to the defense here. After those first 2 Beverly drives, they've stopped them 3-0 in the last 2. Giving the Highlanders the chance to go down there and tie this football game up.
Yeah, and Somerville's offense, which was so good in the win over Medford last week, has to be licking their chops at the idea of pouncing on a reeling Beverly Panthers defense that was just out here and just got torched for a big play via the air. Shaq Joseph teaming up with Elijah. Let's see if they go back to that again. Chris David is split back on the shotgun behind. He gets the ball as he plows up front. It's a big dog pile right there. And he's able to get, I'd say, like 4 yards, 5 yards.
Yeah, great first play there by the Highlanders there. Gave the ball to Christopher David up the middle. And the good thing about Chris is that he's always moving his feet and he's always moving forward there. It takes multiple people to actually bring him down. And as you can see on that, falling forward, and now it's 2nd and 5.
That's the one thing I like about Chris is that he always keeps his hips and his shoulders square. His feet move very, very quickly, but he's able to dart upfield very, very quickly by getting his hips set. As Elijah takes this and looks for the screen down low, down here to number 6. I believe that's Shaq. Yep. It's not as big of a gain this time, but he does end up on the Beverly bench. You want some water? No, he's okay.
Yeah, he's there. Nice blocking there by Gio Pierre to allow him to get around the corner there a little bit. It's going to be close.
That was Lucas St. Jean.
Oh, is it Lucas?
Yep.
Sorry, Lucas.
Sorry, Lucas. He's not thirsty. He's fine. All right, so as we line up here for what looks to be
like inches.
Second down and 1, 3rd down and 1.
3rd and inches, it looks like. That ref's right there. I'd expect them to give it to Chris David right up the middle.
Yeah, that would be a pretty textbook play right here.
I think Beverly's expecting it because they have everyone right there.
Yeah, and they're pinching up the middle, you can see. And the linebackers are kind of coming inside as they switch, and the defense reads and reacts. Moves some guys to the outside. Oh, it's another screen pass.
Oh, no.
Oh, way back. There we go.
Nice play.
Jason Barrentos is able to cut up field and get the first down for the Somerville Highlanders. He was a good 4 or 5 yards behind this line of scrimmage when he caught that ball. It didn't look great, but he was able to make some shifty little moves.
Another great adjustment by Coach Fenton there. Called a new play at the last second there. They noticed that there was no one covering Barrientos over there. They threw the quick little pop pass to him, and he was able to drive up the field for the first down.
Somerville's already lined up for the next play. Here we go. It's a screen handoff to the motion man, and that is, Lucas St. Jean, who just gets popped, but is able to spring right back up after a nice big gain on 2nd down.
Yeah, great sweep play by the Highlanders going to the right side there. You got to give Lucas a lot of credit that he was patient, didn't overrun his blockers, found the hole, was able to pick up a first down, held on to the football after that nice big hit from Beverly, and the Highlanders are rolling here.
Yeah, they were practicing that one during warm-ups a bunch down when they were getting off the bus and warmed up in the field here. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that one again as Elijah backs up, looks over to the side. Pass was tipped at the line by a defender as they were coming all in on that one. Lucky because if he gets that ball, there's not a lot of people back there to stop Gio.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the Beverly defensive line there, getting their hands up to knock that ball down.
And they were able to swat it down with their big mitts, and we're going to restart here, reset. 2nd down and 10 for the Somerville Highlander. Ball in the 31. I'd like to get a few more yards at least, or, maybe a first down, but what do I know? Elijah looks back, hikes the ball, and it's an option handoff, to Chris David, who isn't able to get much, but gets a few yards, which will set up the Highlanders for 3rd and about 8. Looks like, or 3rd and 9.
Yeah, nice play there by the Beverly defender. Went low on Chris, which is what you definitely need to do. brought him down. Now Somerville's looking at what, 3rd and 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Chris is in one of my classes as well, and he's a big dude.
Yeah.
But when you look at him, you know, out of street clothes and on the football field with, well, let's say 21 other big dudes,
right.
He's not the biggest dude out there, but he is built very low to the ground and very quick.
He's also a big member of the Somerville High basketball team as well.
Yeah. I mean, he skies over me, but I'm a midget. So Elijah is able to take the sweep pass and keep himself, runs up the field, gets a few yards. I'm not sure if he's...
That's close.
He's
a couple of yards short.
Yeah.
Nice job. They just went with the QB sweep to the left. Great blocking, allowed him to get a nice chunk of yards here, and it's going to give Somerville about 4th and 3, I would say. And you know, obviously they're definitely going for it here in Beverly territory.
All right, as they come out here, it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. There seems to be slight confusion as Henry Augustin runs in and out, gets the play.
I'm going to see timeout probably.
Yeah, and Jason Brent, it doesn't seem like the Highlanders are pretty much lined up with what they need to do here, unless this is part of the play, which is a little Belichickian.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There's a timeout by Coach. And one thing you got to know is Somerville never really goes into the huddle. Right after the play, they go up to the line. They see what Beverly does. Then Coach Fenton will call in the play from the sideline. So, you know, they do have a lot more time than you would expect.
Yeah.
You look a lot more offenses are doing this. You know, they just, you know, running up to the line. They have their base spread offense, and they wait and the call comes in from the sidelines. But a lot of confusion there. Big 4th down play. I think Coach Fenton did the perfect thing. Called the timeout. Let's get everything settled here. And
take a look at what the defense is coming out, loading up on you, so that you can make adjustments and come up with the right play call. That's a shrewd move by the coach, and you know, the fact that the Somerville Highlanders offense is skilled enough and intelligent enough to be able to make those calls, know where they're coming in when the play calls come in late like that, is tantamount to how well coached they are. It's really a testament to how much better the program is than even a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to see Somerville come to the line here. They're going to see what Beverly does, and don't be surprised if Coach Fenton went out there and gave them 2 plays that they're going to think about running. Especially with how aggressive they've been on the offensive side, they can do just about anything here.
Well, here we go, 4th down. Elijah makes his play call, gets the ball, and he hands it off to Chris David, who cuts it up the middle, runs up and
he's
plows
moving
into it. He's moving it. Keep those feet bumping.
Close. I think he may have it.
He might.
Based on where the official towards our side of the field is, it
He's
looks
right
like
on
he
the line.
has it. Yeah, and they're giving it to him.
Yeah, he was right on the 20. Great
Big
run by
play.
Chris David, and a great job by the offensive lineman.
Great play by the offensive lineman Chris to keep moving to his feet, and huge 4th down conversion there for Somerville. And now they're in the red zone. They're at the 20-yard line and looking to score.
Nice, long, sustained drive from the Somerville Highlanders here as they keep the momentum going, trying to punch it in here now that they're in the red zone against the hosting Beverly Panthers. As they come out, Elijah gets the call from the sideline. He's got Chris David split off to the left of him, 2 receivers to the near side, and the motion man who joins them. And the ball is off to Chris, who is immediately met. Beverly kind of sniffed out that whole option handoff thing and was able to tackle Chris in the backfield.
Number 55, Ryan, I'm going to not say his name right, Scolio. Just went right through the offensive line and met Chris David in the backfield and didn't allow him to get anything.
Wow, it's spelled Scoglio, and you went with the silent G call.
That's right.
Wow, I would have gone Scoglio. Oh, okay, but he made a nice play either way. As Somerville lines up for a 2nd and long, Chris David is in the backfield as the Somerville has 4 wides, and they go deep.
Gio.
Update Gio. Oh, Gio with the
He's got it?
He caught it.
There's a
Oh,
flag.
and flags all over the place.
I think they might call offensive pass interference.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It feels like he kind of pulled him down.
But they waited until the ball was caught. They didn't call it right away. But
man, that was in what I've seen, and granted I've watched a lot of football, not played it, but definitely watched it. When they throw the flags late after a catch like that, it's usually on the offense.
I think if he didn't catch the football, they might not have called it.
Yep,
That's why the flags came out late.
Yeah, it is pass interference on Somerville.
That's disappointing because he made a great play to go back to catch the football. I don't really think he pushed off as much as they made it seem like. But hey,
yeah, I think it was kind of more of the pulling it down because the defender was kind of right there too.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't time his jump as well as Gio did, but nevertheless, they called the penalty.
Yep. And now it's going to be 2nd and a lot.
And the rain starts again. So Somerville is going to reset here. Hopefully not get too discouraged by the penalty call as they hand it off to Chris David, who cuts up the middle, runs right up the field, gets into the second level of defenders, and keeps moving those feet. He was on top of number 44 for Beverly Panthers. That would be Johnny Jones. I get all the easy names. And he was able to plow right over him for a nice big gain here. It's still third and long, but it definitely brings back the idea of a field goal. As they're on the 27-yard line.
Running by Chris.
They still need a couple more feet, a couple more yards here if they want to get into field goal range, especially with the rain. As it's a nice little screen pass to Gio. Gio busts up the center. Oh, he almost breaks that tackle, but is brought down by the ankles by the Beverly secondary. Number 44, Johnny Jones again.
Yeah, and now it's 4th and 10 again. They're back into 4th and 10, so now, I mean, obviously they're going to have to throw the ball downfield here. They're at the 20. A little too far for a field goal, I'm guessing. So
yeah, especially with the rain.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're in high school. We've got, we don't have Adam Vinatieri out there. So Elijah backs up here, takes a shotgun step, going for it on 4th down, up, and we have a whistle. Either false start or encroachment. We're going to see who this is on.
False start.
It's probably going to be a false start. We'll see as the Highlanders, we're trying to get set.
So now it's going to be 4th and 15. It's going to go back 5 yards. What they're going to do, I mean, at this point, I would just go and throw it to the end zone.
Take a shot?
You take a shot for the end zone. You're trying to get to the 10, but
yeah. I mean,
you're going to have to at least get the ball 15 yards down the field for the first down at least. So,
I mean, any yards that you get at this point, even if you don't get the first down, does push Beverly back, and it's going to be hard to move the ball in this rain, regardless for anybody. But we'll see what Somerville tries to do as we try not to put the cart before the horse. And see what they do with the call here. Oh, look at this. Oh, nope. Don't catch it. Oh, wow, a boneheaded play by the Beverly Panthers.
If his player doesn't tackle him, he actually may have had a lot of room to run.
Knock the ball down.
I know, I agree. Benefit for Somerville. They pull out the trick play, they hand off and have the running back throw it. They actually had one-on-one coverage with Pierre on the outside, so I would have liked to have seen how that play would have ended.
Back pass? Is that what that's called?
Yeah,
it's not a flea flicker, technically.
No.
Right? Because they'd have to throw it back to the
quarterback to throw it. But interesting play. I wish he had a little bit more time. I would have liked to have seen what would have happened. That ball got down the field a little bit more. But
you can tell why the running back's the running back and Elijah's the QB. Yeah. That ball was a little bit of a duck to get in front of there. It was a aspiring play call, I'd say, but it also works as a long punt.
Exactly.
And it does place the Beverly Panthers in a bit of a predicament, but they bust right through that. And he's still up as they take the run straight up the middle and gets through a couple of Somerville defenders and is able to get close to the first down.
Yeah, it's a nice play for Beverly. They were on their own 9. They want to get away from their own end zone. They pick up 8 yards on that first down carry, and with almost 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, I wouldn't be surprised they just try to run this ball out. They do get the ball at the half, so go in, regroup at halftime, and start fresh beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah, first quarter belonged to the Beverly Panthers. The second quarter has belonged to the Somerville Highlanders. It is 14-7 here with 2.5 minutes remaining in the half of round 1 of the MIAA playoffs, Division 2 North. We would like to thank you for joining us here on Education Channel 15 as it's a sweep option play kind of a thing to number 33. I believe that is Abade again.
Yeah, nice little toss to the right side for Beverly.
Number 33 is Kevin Flaherty, my mistake again.
Yeah, no, nice little toss play there. Definitely was able to pick up a big chunk of yards, and now Beverly's thinking may change here a little bit as they get closer to midfield with trying to put some more points on the board.
Balls, the time has stopped, the clock has stopped. It's 2:09 left in the first half as the teams get regrouped here. Setting up for another 1st and 10. The ball is on the 32-yard line. You're right. I mean, you could definitely see them going to a hurry-up offense and try to get some points on the board here because points are going to be at a premium, especially if this rain keeps up.
And look at what the Patriots like to do. They love to take the ball in the second half, but also put the last points on at the end of the first half. So it'll be interesting to see what type of plays they call here.
That's an excellent point. You've had most of them this first half. Thank you for that, by the way.
Big hit.
Kyle Kennard for the Beverly Panthers was able to get up, but number 5 for the Somerville Highlanders met him very fast. Pedro Montero. was able to get up there, knife it, and make the tackle. It's second down and long with about a minute 48 and change.
All right, comes a pass.
We got a pass going to number, I couldn't see the number again. Oh, but he breaks a tackle, I believe. Yep, Sam Abadi.
Nice job by the Highlander defense, though. They all covered their zones, tackled him pretty much right when he caught it, and it's forcing time to roll off the clock.
Yeah, and you can see this. Somerville's going with a bend, don't break strategy. They are dropping back about 10 yards deep on the wide routes as they continue to run the ball and challenging the Beverly Panthers to throw it, but they won't, not when they're able to run like that.
Yeah, they're keeping the goal with the no huddle here.
As they go into their hurry-up offense, they just be pounding the ball straight up the middle with their running back combo. As Morency gets up to the line in shotgun formation, calling the plays, letting a lot of time off the clock right there, as he's able to throw a pass to number 84 of the Beverly Panthers, complete over the middle, Hugh Callis, who's a tall drink of water.
It definitely wasn't. Beverly's finding a little momentum here in the offense. Looks like they did call timeout.
Yeah, as they try to get reset and maybe dry the football off a little bit. There's the clock is still running, but they did call timeout.
Yeah, the officials keep the official time on the field, so.
You're just full of all sorts of important knowledge, aren't you?
Yeah, I've learned that the hard way, so.
Oh, look, you're employing your tactical hood. I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Look at this. All right. Oh, hey, my head's all dry. That's nice.
They're saying to put a minute and 29 seconds on the clock.
All right, so with 1:29, that kind of changes the complexion of what we've got going on here.
Yeah.
As we were thinking that we're under a minute, but there's still plenty of time.
I'm pretty sure there was less than 1:29, but like I said, the official time is kept on the field by an official, so.
Yeah, but how do we know that the Beverly people haven't gotten to them? I mean, we're sitting up here on the hill, again, sitting on a hill.
Yeah.
We don't even have a blanket. Did you bring, like, a picnic basket?
No rain gear. I didn't know it was supposed to rain, so.
I mean, we don't even have a cheese plate up here. Jeff, did you bring charcuterie? No? Okay, well, we're going to figure out, maybe we'll go get a hot dog at halftime and try to stay dry. But we still got to get there first.
Right.
As the Beverly Panthers line up here with the QB under center, up and whistle. It's timeout for Somerville. Yeah. Somerville didn't like what they saw and decided that they were going to put a stop to that as quickly as they could. They were lined up in their power I position, and that's the first time this drive, I believe, that he's lined up under center, their QB, Morency. So it was definitely a different look, and Coach Fenton definitely didn't like it, so he took a timeout.
I feel like in high school they have so many timeouts, might as well use them all.
Yeah, I know, exactly. They're there, don't waste them, but,
you don't get
use
to
them when
carry
you got
them over.
Especially in a game like this where, I mean, everybody's soaked, the field's sloppy. Sometimes you just need to take a break and figure it out. As he drops back for a pass, Morency looks over. Oh, this is a bad idea.
Threw it out of bounds.
It throws it out of bounds.
Smart play by him. You saw the screen was covered. Great job by the Highlander defense. And what did he decide to do? Just throw it over his head? Nope. Live to play another day.
A very disciplined quarterback performance from Morency. He hasn't had a lot to work with when he's been passing the ball and has been smart enough to throw it out of bounds. And a lot of people think of that as a wasted play, but it's also not a turnover. So they come up second and long here, ball on the 41, and now we have the clock figured out.
It didn't start on that play, so they're going to put it to 123, and then we're going to go from there.
There we go.
And it's still running, so we definitely have some issues going on.
We'll figure it out. I mean, everybody's just trying to stay dry at this point as Beverly breaks their huddle and lines up with Morency under center again, and we're still figuring out the time. Clock thing is bothering the referee now.
Yeah, because they keep running. It should be 123.
Okay, he's definitely not happy with this. And now he's pushing people aside. He's sending players back.
Yeah, they have a player that's bringing in a new ball every time. Just because it's so wet, they keep trying to get a dry one out there.
You see that? Okay, hey, how you doing? Yeah, that's the Somerville defensive line that you just met. Greetings and salutations as he stopped for no gain on a big third down stop.
Yeah, big stop there right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down stop, big second down stop.
Yeah, we got coming up on a minute here. No, Beverly rushing to the line.
Not a sense of urgency from the Beverly Panthers as he drops back to pass. Morency looks.
Got lots of time.
Oh, yeah, tons of time. Looking around. He's got somebody. He's not unable to bring it in. Number 33, that's Sam Abadi. I know. Wait, that's Flaherty. I'm going to learn that by the time second half starts.
Nice job by Morency there to roll out, get to the, give his receivers time to get open. That he was wide open, great throw, just right through his hands.
Yeah, as the rain really starts to come down here. And if we had a blanket, it would be soaked.
Yeah, this is not fun right now.
I'm still having fun.
Jeff, you having fun over there?
Yeah, how you doing, Jeff? All right, buddy.
Yeah, but fourth down, looks like Beverly is going to go for it here.
As, I was going to make a joke about there not being a monsoon.
Yeah, and
Guess
here
what?
it is.
There's a monsoon.
I didn't realize it was supposed to rain.
Yeah,
I should have brought rain gear.
Fumbles the snap. He looks at it, and it's a broken play. He's able to get back together and toss it.
What a play by number 7.
Oh, my goodness. By the
Shaq
Somerville
Joseph.
secondary.
What a play by Shaq Joseph to stop that pass, because the Beverly receiver was definitely open. Shaq came at the last second, swatted that ball down, and it's going to give Somerville the ball at the 41-yard line, of their own 41-yard line. With 43 seconds left with the weather conditions, I don't know what you do right here. I don't know if you try to play it safe and get into halftime, or with the way they've been able to throw the ball okay. Now they're saying 36 seconds on the clock.
Hey, it's funny how time comes off when Somerville has the ball.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't know what's up with these shady tactics that are being employed.
At this point,
I'm not saying there's a conspiracy, Sal.
But
I'm just not saying there's not one.
Well, exactly.
Somerville lines up here. They get a dry ball, or as close to a dry ball in as possible. It's an interesting idea.
That makes me seem like they really want to throw the ball here. I say they just go for it.
I mean, it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything in the tank. Here we go. 36 seconds left in the half as Somerville tries to make something happen here to get some points on the board. Some more points on the board. Big pass, deep pass.
And it's
looks like it's intercepted.
It looks like Johnny Jones with the interception. They were looking to throw the ball to GOP here on our side, one-on-one. Ball was a little underthrown, which not totally unexpected considering the conditions that we're in right now. But I like the Highlanders being aggressive, trying to go for those points.
Going for the home run.
Yeah, exactly. You got 29 seconds left. I'm going to assume Beverly, with them getting the ball in the second half, is just going to take a knee here or try to run the ball here. But you got to give a lot of credit to the Somerville defense here. Beverly scored the first 2 times they had the ball, and you got to remember the first one was off a turnover, which they were already deep into Highlander territory. Other than those 2 possessions, the Somerville defense has stopped them the last 3 to 4 times now, forcing either Beverly to turn the ball over on downs or punt it. So a lot of momentum on the defensive side of the football.
And a lot of that is talent, but even more of that is adjustments that were made on the coaching side. And you got to tip your hat to the Somerville coaching staff for coming out here and stemming the tide.
They're throwing.
Wow, they're throwing the ball. How about
One of their
this?
receivers went down right on the snap.
Yep, as they throw it, and he throws it away yet again.
Yeah, I mean, smart quarterback play there. Like you were saying, like he got there, threw it away, knew he had nothing. You got to be impressed with the decision making that you've seen from Morency here.
Yeah, it's a very mature quarterback that they have calling the snaps back there for the Beverly Panthers. I mean, it is the playoffs, and like we talked about, you cannot have turnovers, and he is making sure that they don't happen as best as that he can. It has been a sloppy football game to go along with the sloppy weather as we near halftime here with 22 seconds left, according to that scoreboard that can't be trusted at the far end of the field.
They're going to be like, all right, there's a minute 30 left.
Now there's a minute 30.
Yeah.
Yep. Somehow, the second quarter's restarting because Beverly wasn't happy with the results. No.
Let's see. That's a QB draw.
QB draw straight up the middle. Morency is able to make a cut. And he fired. If you can find a gap. Nope. Gio. Is that Gio? Nope. That's Shaq. I think. Number 6. Or that might be Jelani. I can't really tell because the numbers are all kind of bleeding together. It's on my sheet and on their jerseys. The rain is having...
By him going out of bounds, too, that also does stop the clock.
Oh, it was Lucas.
And they got... Now they have 14 seconds left from their own 35.
So we'll see if they plan on doing anything here. They kind of seem like they want to, but let's see what kind of formation they come out in as the Panthers only have 14 seconds to play with here in this first half. They line up with 4 wide and 1 running back with Morency, who's in the shotgun. takes the snap. He's looking over here near sideline. He throws it up, and he's able to make the. Oh, wait, no, he wasn't. Great stick-to-itiveness right there with Shaq Joseph and the other defender, number 5 for the Somerville Highlanders.
Pedro Montero.
Yeah, Pedro. Way to go.
Yeah, they double team there, made sure. I mean, the Beverly receiver almost still caught it, which would have been very impressive. But both Highlanders defenders there were trying to whack it off out of his hands.
Yeah, he definitely got his hands on that ball, which would have been an amazing catch. But they didn't give up in the play and were able to rip it.
They both were there swatting away at it to make sure he didn't catch it.
Good, nice heads-up play by the Highlanders secondary. As looks like we're going to get at least one more playoff. 7 seconds left here at Herd Stadium for round 1 of the MIAA playoffs, Division II North bracket. Your Somerville Highlanders are backing off coverage. Doesn't look like they're rushing. And Morency throws it off to the side. It looks like, oh, man.
Oh, and they're throwing a flag?
And they're throwing a flag.
They're going to say that's roughing the passer?
Yeah, unnecessary roughness. He did kind of bring him to the ground after he threw it. But that ball, if it's not tipped by the intended receiver, is probably picked off for pick 6. It was actually a very good play.
That's tough because now that gives them 15 yards, a first down with 3 seconds left. They're definitely going to be within Hail Mary train.
Oh, man.
Here.
I want to say that was Henry Augustin.
Marching it out to the, looks like the 49-yard line on Somerville side. So depending on how far Morency can throw the football, it's going to be an interesting 3 seconds here.
And the rain has stopped. I swear they're pulling out all the stops here in Beverly, just for this one play. Here we go, final play of the second half, first half, barring a penalty, which the penalties have been advantageous for Beverly so far. They haven't made a lot of mistakes that have been penalized. Somerville has quite a few. The key here, though, is just to get the stop and keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah. I'm surprised Somerville doesn't have more guys back.
Yeah, they're playing, it's a soft D, and they're wheeling back. It is a pass. They're going deep. Across the middle. Oh, and it's picked off by Gio. Gio's got the ball.
Oh, boy. Come back this way.
Coming back straight
Come back this way.
Here we go, Gio. Oh. That was exciting.
He had a lot of room on this side of the field if he cut it back, but nice job by Gio with the nice interception. And Somerville's going into the half down 14-7, which after the first 7 minutes, you would have thought this was not going to go that way after Beverly scoring 2 early touchdowns, but great job by the Highlander defense, and we got a ball game here.
Yeah, we do. The Highlanders are hanging in there, hanging tough. If you don't mind the New Kids on the Block reference, as it's 14-7 at the half here at Herd Stadium in round 1 of the MIAA playoffs, Division II North. Both teams are going to head off to the locker rooms. Very exciting for the Somerville Highlanders in the way that they were able to respond to the opening flurry from the Panthers.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, they came out, Beverly put up 2 quick points, 2 touchdowns. Somerville was able to stop them from there on out, put a touchdown on, and, they're going to go to the locker rooms. We're going to try and get dry.
Yeah, we're going to give that a shot.
And Beverly will get the ball to start the half, and we should be in store for an exciting second half.
That's right. So we will take halftime here at Herd Stadium. Thank you for watching Educational Channel 15. Somerville Highlanders, your 5th seed in the playoffs, are down 14-7 to the 4th seed Beverly Panthers here in Beverly. And welcome back for the second half of the Division II North MIAA playoffs round 1 game between the Beverly Panthers, the 4th seed 5-2, and the Somerville Highlanders, 5th seed 4-3. Somerville's kicking it off to the home team Beverly right here as we get the second half started. And the kick is received by the Beverly kick returner, and he's promptly brought down right inside the 27-yard line.
Nice tackle by Fred Caston there, freshman on the kickoff team. Wrapped up a nice little solo tackle there. Giving Beverly the ball. Looks like the 28-yard line to start this second half.
Fred's another one of my students.
I see a common theme here.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. I got plenty of them on the team. Fred's very sharp. He's going to be a great football player, an excellent basketball player as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he's got some skills.
Do we have any baseball players?
We got a few. I'll keep my eye out for you. As they line up in the power I here, Beverly with Morency under center. He hands it off, and he's quickly driven back down as Somerville swarms the tackles and is still trying to bring him down somehow. as everybody seems to be involved. Wow, that guy did not want to fall.
It was a great job by number 2 there, because he got knocked backwards. He had the presence of mind to put his hand down so his knee didn't go down.
Yep.
And made a play that was supposed to, it was originally looked like it was going to be a loss of 3 or 4, made it basically a loss of a half a yard at the most.
Yeah, it's a nice battle there, and some good fortitude shown by number 2, which is Kyle Kennard, the senior captain for the Beverly Panthers, as they come back after breaking up their huddle. Come back up in with another I formation, this time with 2 receivers. One goes off in a motion, the option, and it is a sweep play, but the Somerville Highlanders are able to sniff that out and bring down number 20, Sam Abady.
Yeah,
again.
It looked like he got tripped up on the field there with the wet conditions there. Took a little stumble there and fell down, which is a benefit to the Highlanders because it looked like he was going to get a bunch more yards there. But now Beverly is facing a 3rd and 6 here in the opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if both teams keep going with the screen plays and the lateral plays, because it's really easy to get moving in one direction on this field. As soon as you want to go in another, that's where the trouble starts.
There's not going to be too much shifting left and right.
Morency calls the play, gets it out. It's another option. And it immediately sniffed out by the Somerville defense, who were able to come up and swarm 4 or 5 bodies on the tackle right there for a minimal gain.
Yeah, great job by the defensive line there, holding there, contained there. Beverly tried to go a little misdirection with the counter play underneath, and he was tackled by 3 or 4 Highlanders, like you said, right at the line of scrimmage, and now Beverly forced a punt once again, and this Highlander defense has really stepped up their game here from the middle of the first quarter on. Yeah,
that's one thing that we're seeing right now is the speedy Highlander defense really keeping them in the game here. As from what I understand and the information I was able to gather during halftime, as the snap is low and rolls to the punter, who gets off a line drive kick that everybody lets to go, and it takes a Beverly bounce to about the 30-yard line of the Highlanders, 32.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the punter there. That ball, was a poor snap by the center there. Ball bounced like twice.
Yeah.
Before it got there, he was able to corral it and get the kickoff, which with anytime that football hits the ground, it could go so many different directions. But great job by the punter there, and the Highlanders are going to get the ball at their own 32. Yeah,
they were able to salvage that play on the special teams, and we've been saying all game long how special teams are going to play a big factor in this game, especially with the sloppy conditions. And we'll see if the Somerville Highlanders can use their special teams next to put some points on the board. As they come out and line up, they've got Shaq Joseph down here on the near side, along with Lucas, it looks like, number 6. And Elijah is in the shotgun with 2 protective backs back there. It's an interesting formation as they give the ball, and it's another sweep play. Here we go as he cuts up the field. Oh, and he's big hit. He's able to hold on the ball. Gio is able to eat that and pop right back up after a nice gain for Gio as he makes it about 2nd and 4.
It looks like that tackle was made by Kyle Cunard, who had the first touchdown of the game for Beverly. But nice run there by Gio on 1st down to set the Highlanders up 2nd and looks like 4 yards, maybe 3 yards.
And you've noticed that Somerville is still trying to go through the air and has had some basic success through that as they hand the ball off to Chris David, who's able to plow forward for a couple more yards. Set up a 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, they're going to give him the 1st down.
Hey, look, it is a 1st down. Shows you how good my eyesight is. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, we're not in the best spot here to make those calls.
Yeah, we're kind of moving around and trying to get as advantageous a spot as we can. As Somerville waits for the play from the sideline, they get it in from the coach. Elijah comes up, makes the read.
Somerville coming out running the ball effectively here in the first 2 downs here on the second half for something like that to continue.
Yeah, both these teams are pass heavy in their attack as they hand the ball off to Chris David, who finds some space up the middle and is able to rumble and all the way up to the Beverly 39-yard line. Great run by Chris David.
Yeah, nice 19-yard carry there by Chris David. You got to give credit on that play. The offensive line, he had a huge hole, and he saw it, went hard downfield. Notice how he didn't try to go left and right. He just went straight downfield, carrying Beverly Panthers defenders with them, and now they're on the Beverly side of the field here.
And a little bit of a hurry-up offense here as Elijah gets everybody up to the line quickly and awaits the snap with, let's see, 4 receivers as he looks up to the top side and he throws it deep. And a little hand check going, oh, Gio with the catch! Outstanding play by Gio.
What a catch. Great ball by Jeffries there, throwing it towards the sideline so that either only Gio could catch it or it was going to be out of bounds there. Nice athletic play by him. And as you've seen so far today, they're willing to throw that ball up and let Gio run underneath it. And another great pass. That was about a 29-yard pass, and Somerville's got the ball on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, red zone opportunity for the Highlanders as they line up here with a stacked backfield. Let's see, they've got Henry Augustin. Looks like they're going with the QB sweep to the outside. Ooh, Elijah is hit, and that looks rough. Elijah is down on the field. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully he's able to pop right back up here.
Nice tackle by number 20 there, Beatty. Once again, he came in and absolutely rocked Jeffries on the lower half of his body. Great tackle there, and it was a loss of 3.
Yeah, he's trying to shake out his calf there, his ankle. It looks like he got rolled up on a little bit there, but he's working it out. He's trying to get there.
He must have, that was a hard, and he's definitely feeling that one. He's going to need a second or two to kind of shake that off.
Yeah.
I think he looks fine.
He's not so quick to get up to the line this time.
I don't think anyone would be so quick to get up after a hit like that.
I would have gone home. Made myself some soup. As Chris takes the hand off the counter play and cuts back. Been able to pick up a couple more yards here for the Somerville Highlanders. It's a 3rd and 13, it looks like.
Yeah.
And while they have stalled a little bit after the big play to Gio, you're in the red zone. Yeah. This is
definitely 4-down territory unless the Highlanders feel comfortable kicking a field goal from here.
I think Clems could hit it from here.
Yeah, I would think so as well. You just got to think about the field conditions, footing.
There's not a lot of wind.
This is where you're going to either look for Gio or Shaq Joseph.
Yeah, you're going to have to put that ball up top and have one of your taller receivers try to go get it. It looks like Gio's split up all by himself up there on the left, and he doesn't really have any help. And he's going to Gio. Oh, too high.
Yeah, they tried to get Gio on a slant on the inside. The ball was up and away from him. He didn't really have a chance to put a hand on it, and that's going to leave the Highlanders on 4th and 13 now.
Yeah, it was thrown both above and behind him, which is a really hard catch to make, especially with Gio trying to get up there. He couldn't get his hands on it.
And Gio ran a great route. He had the defender behind him, a nice slant route. If Jeffries is able to throw that ball low, on the inside of him, he definitely would be able to make the catch and probably even have a touchdown.
Right, now they line up. It looks like they're going to go for the kick.
I think they are going to go for the field goal here.
Yeah, as Clems comes out, he's number 45.
Just as you called it.
Gio is going to be a holder, though. Keep an eye out on Gio. And look out for the possible fake. As the snap is down, Gio's able to make something out of it. And
it's good.
It's a good kick. And Somerville is able to get those points. 14 to 10.
30-yard field goal.
Yeah, it's a great kick, especially in these conditions. Clems comes out there and shows his upperclassman savvy and is able to kick the ball through. So
Definitely not happy.
Yeah, 14 to 10, and Beverly is suddenly finding themselves in a football game. Yeah. I don't think that they were quite ready for that.
Isn't happy with something that happened.
He continues to talk and yell at the officials, berating the official.
That 30-yard field goal makes it a 14-10 game for Beverly.
Yes, it does, and it makes a one-score game. And seeing how good the defense has played for Somerville, especially the secondary, Somerville's been able to move the ball through the air. Beverly, not so much. They've only been able to get the scores that they have through running the ball.
Yeah, and really after defense is really the story of this game right now. Just on how they've been able to stop Beverly ever since those first 2 possessions. And that's part of the reason why Coach Ryan probably went for the field goal there, is because he's got that confidence in his defense on how they've been playing so far, knowing that they'll give the opportunity for the offense to get the ball back and take the lead. Yeah,
as Somerville gets ready to kick off here, you're going to put the defense right back on the field, and they have been playing up to snuff so far. Nice high kick. Lots of hang time as the kick returner for Beverly returns it and gets the ball up. Oh, and he breaks the tackle as he's able to run through. And one man to beat, and he does. He's gone. Number 2 for the Beverly Panthers, just like that.
Yeah, nice return there by number 2.
Who I believe is Kyle Kennard.
Kyle Kennard, once again, he blasted right through there, and once he got to the open field, he was gone. And that's a momentum killer for Somerville. Nice field goal there. I guess that's the only way, that's one way to prevent the defense from being out there. Is just returning on the kickoff so you don't have to worry about trying to score on them.
Yeah, so Somerville makes the special teams mistake, and we talked about it. We've been talking about it all game, how special teams really can make or break a playoff game, and they're able to return the kickoff for a touchdown and immediately go back up 10 points as they try to make it 11 here with the extra point call.
Unfortunate. I mean, the offense was great getting the ball down there. But hey, they just got to do it again. The offense is going to get the ball, go down and score again. I have no problem. Let the defense get out there and do what they've been doing this whole game. So.
Yeah, you can't get frustrated. You're still in the game. You just proved that you can put together a nice, long, sustained drive. Just go out there and do it again. It scores 21-10 Beverly with a little under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 4:51 to be exact. Well, if we're going to be exact, we're probably not going to refer to the scoreboard, but that's the way that we're going to go with it for right now. That's what we have. The Somerville Highlanders going to come back out and try to do the same thing that the Panthers were able to do to them and try to use their special teams as an advantage. Let's see if they kick it back off to Gio or if they go in the other direction.
Yeah, I mean, you got Gio and you got, I believe it's Lucas back there.
Yep.
Either one is dangerous with the ball in their hands, so be interesting to see how Somerville responds after that kickoff return.
Yeah, they've got two very similar electric players on both sides of the ball. You got Kyle Kennard for the Beverly Panthers and Gio for the Somerville Highlanders. I like how we talk about Gio like he's just, monosyllabic name. He's like Cher, but nothing like Cher. So Gio is back there with Lucas, and we'll give him first name treatment too. As Beverly gets ready to kick off, and here we go. A line drive kick.
Let's see if it goes out of bounds.
Come on. Oh, he waits for it, but then Gio picks it up and is able to break gets by one guy and is quickly met by a host of tacklers, swarm of tacklers for Beverly, as the Panthers are able to bring him down, I'd say near the 30.
Yeah, someone's going to stop the ball on their own 40?
No, there's no way that's the 40.
I think the 30.
It's the 30. Up 25. Now they're saying the 25. We really can't see the yard markers from here. we're giving it.
Right.
I mean, we're lucky we're on this side of the fence, really.
Pretty much. Now you're going to have the offense come out. I mean, they were successful running the ball early last series with Christopher David and even hitting the ball off to Gio. The big play was the Gio, the 30-yard pass down the sideline here. As long as they keep mixing it up, they're going to keep the Panthers on their heels, and that's when the Somerville offense is at its best.
Yeah, that's one of the things that they've been able to do is move the ball, which is very, very impressive considering the sloppy conditions of the field. As Elijah lines up here and he moves his running back, Augustin Henry, to his opposite side. We've got two wide receivers split off to the right and two up top. And a timeout.
Jeffries, there was something that he didn't like seeing on the Beverly side of the ball, or maybe he just thought the play clock was running out, but timeout there. Smart play. You can't afford to lose any yards here, especially trailing by 11 here. We'll say in the middle of the third quarter.
Sure, why not? Yeah. And as they try to get sorted over there on the sideline, you're absolutely right. They have to get the momentum back after giving up that big play on special teams, and that comes through getting points here on this offensive drive. And you can't start that off on the wrong foot by making a bad play call, setting yourself back up. That's why the timeout was smart there. As they get lined back up, Elijah calls the snap. He hands it off to Chris David. Chris David comes up and is met by a slew of tacklers for the Beverly Panthers, who quickly bring him down for about a 1 or 2 yard gain. Maybe 3 yard gain.
Yeah.
No, they're going to say 2. Second down and 8 coming in here for the Somerville Highlanders.
And now time isn't on their side. I mean, not that it has trailing the whole game, but now down by 11, it's a 2-score game.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to need to pretty much try and put points up every time they have the ball here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. As they line up here, let's see, we've got Chris David in the backfield along with Elijah, who takes the snap and he looks quickly over to number 7, Shaquille Joseph, who's able to break a tackle and get up the sideline at least for a first down. Probably up to about the 40-yard line.
Nice,
42, 43. That's about a 10-yard gain, 12-yard gain.
12-yard gain there. Nice little check with a nice pitch route there and picked up the first down. And now, Highlanders once again, Ever since, I'd say second quarter, they've been really moving the ball
Yeah.
offensively and doing it with both the run and the pass.
And they've been doing it with the big play and the short play, the little dinks and dunks. The execution on offense has been incredible so far for the Highlanders. Let's hope they keep it up as they hand it off to Chris David, who's able to slash upfield, get about 5 or 6 yards on the game before he's really met by a linebacker and brought down.
Tommy Adams.
Yeah,
Tommy Adams coming up.
Nice 6-yard gain there by Chris David there. Offensive line, I don't think we've said it enough, has been really doing a great job here today. Allowing not only the time for Elijah and Jeffries to throw the ball, but the running game has been on point as well.
Yeah, it's a versatile attack, and that requires versatile blocking from your offensive line, pass blocking, run blocking, and they've been up to the task whenever called upon so far during this big playoff game. As they line up again with a good protect package as they hand the ball off again to Chris David, who's immediately sniffed out and brought down by a defensive lineman for the Beverly Panthers as they continue to try to run the ball up the gut here to set up shorter down and distances as we get later on in the drive. It's now 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I think Beverly's starting to really key on Chris David for the running game. I mean, they've been really doing a lot of damage with him running in between the tackles, hard downhill. All the outside running has really either been done by Jeffries or giving it to Gio.
Yeah. And
so anything on the inside, you look at them, they're really targeting Chris David now.
Yeah, and we noticed Chris during warm-ups looked a little sluggish, but he's come back out as the screen pass goes over to number 8 for the Somerville Highlanders. I'm going to try, I believe that's Jelani.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle by the Beverly defender there because if he doesn't make that tackle, he has a lot of room to get that first down. That was a nice one-on-one tackle, man.
Yeah, that was Jelani with the catch and the reception. He's able to bring up, and we're going to go for it on 4th down here, it looks like, as Elijah lines up in the shotgun set. 2 receivers on the near side, and Gio up on the left side. Is that Gio?
No, it looks like Beverly's ready to bring the heat.
Yeah, it looks like that they're going to bring the blitz here.
Blitz, it looks like.
As they call it, they're figuring this out. As they hand the ball off to Chris, and Chris.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like he's got it.
I think he's got it too. I think he at least broke the midfield, the 50-yard line right there, and
right
that's
at the line, and that's where the first down.
Hey, first down.
He does get the first down.
That's a big play.
Yeah, that was close. That was as close as it's going to get.
Yeah, but when it comes down to playoff football in these cold conditions, you need to get those 2-3 yards. That's a big play by Chris David, and another big play by the Somerville Highlanders offensive line.
And I like the call because you know how hard he runs downhill.
Yep.
It's very rare that he gets tackled for a loss or he gets tackled going backwards. He's always falling forward, which especially in that situation, makes it a perfect play.
And like you said, he keeps his legs moving, and his legs were pumping throughout that entire run, able to pick up the first down as the Highlanders are now barely into Beverly territory. As Elijah takes the snap, he's looking down here towards number 7. Big catch by Shaq! No. He was down there. Let's figure this out here as the officials meet up and are starting to discuss what needs to happen here. False start on the offense, so it's coming back anyway.
Interesting. I wouldn't know how they were going to call that because
it looked like Shaq caught it and then it bounced.
Shaq caught it. It looked like the Beverly defender ended up with it. I didn't see the official throw the flag. It looks like he just dropped it. He really get it in the air.
Yeah.
And they called the false start on Somerville, so it doesn't really matter what happened on that play.
Yeah, well, we're restarting it anyway, so it couldn't have been good for the Highlanders either way. You weren't going to get enough yardage.
The officials were all looking at each other, not really sure what to make of it.
Yeah, if they don't know what to make of it, what are we supposed to do?
Right.
All right, so it's 1st and 15 now for the Somerville Highlanders with about a minute left in the 3rd quarter as Elijah calls out the plays. He's got 1 receiver up top and 3 down here on the near side as he moves Chris David around in the backfield. He eagerly awaits the snap as he calls for it, and it's a pitch. It's a side swing over to Gio, who's immediately met as he tries to cut inside and against the grain of the tacklers who weren't having any of that.
Yeah, it looked like they were going with the quick wide receiver screen to Gio there, trying to get him in some open space. But good job by the Beverly defense. They collapsed on it right away, and really was no gain at all on that one.
You can see that the coaching staff for Somerville really wants to break one off with Gio, and is trying to get the ball into his hands as much as possible. If you had him in a PPR league, you'd be doing pretty okay right now.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Instead, I'm stuck with Michael Crabtree going this week. The buys are killing me.
He puts up decent numbers.
He does all right. I picked him off waivers. I'm psyched. Don't get me wrong, but I also have Terrell Pryor starting. And it's a pick.
Intercepted by number 33.
That's Beatty or Flaherty. That's Flaherty. As he's able to break a tackle and come up the field.
Out of bounds.
Interception by
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, we've got a flag on the play.
It might be after the interception, though.
But we're seeing everybody, usually when the officials make a whistle like that, we've got holding, I believe. Way back here, so they're gonna bring it back this way.
Yeah. It's going to be after the interception, though, so it'll still be Beverly's ball. It's probably like a block in the back.
Yeah, but still a pretty good, I mean, that could have been disastrous, giving the ball. I think it was in the red zone where he ended up, Flaherty making the heads-up interception. This brings him back closer to midfield, which is at least is manageable. You don't ever want to turn it over or throw an interception, but, you know, with a block in the back, that was going to be a death knell.
Yeah, they were looking for that slant route again, but the safety did a great job in cutting it off. He read it from the entire way. He was reading the quarterback, saw the receiver coming through, and just beat him to the spot. Luckily, there was that block in the back, or else, like you said, they would have the ball inside the red zone. But we're going to start the fourth quarter with Beverly having the ball on their own. Looks like 46-yard line, and now you're going to really see them start draining that clock. I would expect a lot of run plays here for a second, and even third down, because as much as they want, to score another touchdown, their main goal now is going to be to get first downs and kill this clock. Yeah,
they're definitely going to try to get behind those big running backs that they have. They've been using Flaherty, and they've been using Beatty to their advantage, and it's going to be on the Somerville defense to be able to plug up those holes and attack the running back with the ball. It's important to make solid tackles here and try to get off the field as quickly as possible. But it's going to be a tall order for them to stop Beverly right now, especially with Beverly knowing what they need to do.
Absolutely, and this is at the point of the game now, fourth quarter, down by 2 scores. You're going to want to see your defense try and cause that turnover. So even during tackles, you're going to be trying to see defenders rip that ball off from the running back.
You're going to see some ball hawking as Morency goes under center, and he does quickly hand it off, and he's able to blow past the first arm tackling Somerville Highlander, but is quickly met by a swarm of them. Second level, that's Kyle Kennard for Beverly again.
Yeah, if you look at the Highland defense, you're going to see 9-10 guys within 5 yards of the ball here. They're kind of challenging Beverly to put the ball in the air. Somerville has a lot of confidence in their defensive backs and safeties with their athleticism and how they go after the ball, so they're going to really try and stuff that run. And if Beverly does want to try and throw the ball in the air, Somerville's going to bank on their guys winning those one-on-one battles.
That's one thing Beverly has not done well yet this game, is get the ball through the air. Somerville realizes that and is going to try to, as Sal has pointed out, tear the ball away from the conservative play call that we're seeing up here. As they split as a toss play off to the set, he breaks a nice block, and number 33, Flaherty, is able to get up the field as Lucas is able to knock him out of bounds right around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was nice patience by the Beverly running back there. Let me see if I can get his name.
Sat there waiting for the blocks.
Flattery. He did. He was patient. He waited for the blocks to develop, found the hole, and was able to get a big gain there for Beverly, who's now got the ball on the 30-yard line.
Kevin Flaherty with the big run. It seems like they're a two-headed monster here with Flaherty and Beatty as they get up there quick and they want to get something off, but we have a kicking net causing some issues over here on the sidelines as they wait and try to reset and get this set up. And they'll huddle back up here as Morency gets his troops in line. Somerville, bend don't break at this point. You've got them at the 30-yard line. You do not want to let them get points here. It's already a 2-score game. As they hand it off to a Beatty who gets up about 4 more yards. Up. And a little extracurricular.
Nice little first down run there. Picks up about 4 to 5 yards there. You're noticing Beverly's only got 1 wide receiver out there. Last couple of times they didn't even have any wide receivers. They had all the big boys up front, 2 fullbacks in the back, and just really, solidifying the fact that they just want to run, and get as many yards and kill as much clock as they possibly can.
That's one thing that Somerville is not built to defend, is the ground and pound. They're a very speedy defense, and like we've been talking about, their secondary is incredibly talented, but they don't have the height and the weight up front, the big lugs that you need to stop the run.
They're not bringing any receivers, just all the big boys.
As they hand it off and plow straight ahead, and he's able to break a tackle, get into the secondary as the safeties for the Somerville Highlanders are finally able to bring down the running back. Kyle Kennard again with the big run for the Beverly Panthers. And at this point, they're driving Somerville back and back and back with a little over 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Kennard was able to just break through a few of the arm tackles. They didn't really wrap up like they were earlier in the game, and he was just able to go right through those arm tackles, gain a nice chunk of yards, and set Beverly up for first and 10 to 13. So they can get 10 yards, still get a first down, and drain some more clock.
And we're seeing them milk that clock a lot as they wait as they rush up at the last second to hand it off to Kyle Kennard one more time. Or wait, that's Flaherty. And Flaherty's in for the score and the touchdown for the Beverly Panthers.
It's a 13-yard run for Flaherty, which is going to give Beverly now a 17-point lead. Could be 18 based on the extra point. And now Somerville's offense is really going to take a lot of chances.
Yeah.
They need to score often and quick, and they're not going to be able to really rely on running the football just because, as well as it's been working, it's going to take a lot of time off the clock.
And now it's going to be taking the top off the defense and trying to push the envelope a little bit as Somerville comes out here to defend the extra point kick from the Beverly Panthers as they line up. Morency is the holder. Calls the ball, kick is up, and the kick is good.
By a lot.
By a lot. That was a really good kick.
Yeah.
He almost kicked that into the baseball field. So Somerville resets, comes back out here down 18 with a little under 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. What do you think they have to do, Sal?
I think this would be a great time for us to return a kickoff for a touchdown.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, Gio was close to the very opening kickoff to doing it. So we've had some success returning the kick. I think they need a great return here to really set them up going-wise, but quick short plays. I mean, not quick short, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to score quick.
Yeah, I mean, as quickly as you can. Don't let these long plays try to develop because you know that Beverly is going to be looking for you to throw the ball, so they're probably going to be bringing a bunch of rushers on the plays as well while dropping people back because they're not going to be looking to defend the run at all here.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. I mean, based on how there was a great interception last time out there by Beverly, so I mean, it's going to be an uphill battle, but as long as Somerville starts doing the things that made them successful, late in the first half, early in the second half, offensively, I think they'll put themselves in a good position, but we have to stay away from those 3 and 4 yard gains and start going for, things a little bit further down the field.
The big ticket items.
Yeah.
And they've been able to connect on some very big plays as the kick is up from Beverly. Nice kick. It goes all the way back to Gio, who takes it from the 4 or 5 yard line and cuts. He's moving. He comes up the field. He got it. And
there's a flag.
Yep. And he's brought down about the 32, but we think that's going to come back.
Yeah, they're going to call holding. So the Highlanders are going to set the ball inside their own 20. Obviously not ideal, but get the ball into their playmakers and let's see if they can make something happen.
Yeah, the key here for the Somerville Highlanders really is to don't make it tougher on yourselves than it has to be. And getting a penalty on the kickoff return is not exactly in that playbook.
Exactly. This is where, on the offensive side, you're going to look for Shaq Joseph. You're going to look for Gio Pierre. You're going to look for Lucas, St. Jean to get the ball in their hands early and make people miss.
Yep.
Those are just 3 pretty talented receivers that Somerville has on their side of the football.
No.
So, I mean, Beverly can try to focus on one of them, but Elijah Jeffries has 3 very good weapons that he can use. So,
It'll be
I like
interesting.
their opportunity. I like their chances on being able to start putting something together offensively. It's just do they have enough time to score 18 points?
That's going to be tough. 18 points in 8 minutes. It has been done before. Yeah. So it's not completely outside the realm of possibility here, but they do need to get at least 7 on this trip. So as they line up here with a very aggressive formation, 2 running backs back, who probably are going to end up blocking here coming out of the backfield as Jeffries completes the pass over to Shaq, who Shaq is able to move up the sideline, get a bunch of good yards, and get out of bounds.
Yep. Great job by Shaq Joseph catching the ball, spinning to the outside, getting about 15 yards there for a first down, and he did get out of bounds, which helps.
That works, and what's worked for the Highlanders so far in the passing game is when Jeffries puts the ball where only his receivers can get it.
Absolutely.
He's been able to do that and make big plays. The key is to continue to do that. And that comes from play calling and also from execution from your QB and wide receivers. As they hand the ball off here to...
Looks like it was Chris, number 3.
Number 3 is Augustin, Henry Augustin.
Henry Augustin there. They probably saw something up the middle that they thought they could expose, but you got to give the Beverly defense credit. They got him for a loss of 1 here, and as you can see, the Highlanders really looks like they're starting to speed things up there, getting to the line, and need to
show a little bit of urgency here, guys.
They're just going to keep going. So
as Jeffries gets his squad up to the line, calls for the play, calls for the ball, throws it, and he's got number 6 catches the ball, gets upfield, great play. I believe that's Lucas.
Yeah. Great play, nice pass. He put it in the only spot, like you said, that the receiver could catch it. He had a guy underneath him.
Yep.
There was a defender over the top of him, but Elijah Jeffries just put that ball perfectly in that spot. It was a great passing catch for a Highlander first down.
Yeah, Lucas St. Jean with the reception is able to cut upfield after putting himself, like you said, in a position and making the window big enough that Jeffries could squeeze that ball through. Excellent play by the Highlanders. More of that, please.
Exactly.
As they line up here with 2 on the near side and 2 wideouts on the far side, with Chris David lined up in the backfield. They fake it to him and then they kick it off to the side. Oh, he wasn't ready for the pass. Number 19 for Somerville was kind of moving backwards into the side and needed to be moving forward there.
Looked like they were doing like a little bubble screen there. The pass was just a little too in front of them. There was some room there to get some nice chunk of yards there, but not the worst thing in the world. Incompletion, better than a turnover, better than being tackled in bounds.
That's true.
They can take their time now for this play and really set something up that they want to run.
That pass was intended for Jason Barrantos, who now comes back down and lines up on the slot on the far side. We've got 4 receivers. Again, Gio's the farthest one down on the near side, as it looks like they're going towards him, and they do. Yep. He's able to get a couple of yards after the catch. Moves it up. Let's see, 5 yards. We're going to go by we're going by fingers here. So it's third down. It's third down and 5, for the Somerville Highlanders. Third down and 4 now with the ball on the 34-yard line.
On that play, there was a nice block there by Lucas St. Jean out there that allowed Gio to get those couple extra yards at the end and give Somerville a nice position to be in on third down.
As Jeffrey lines up in the shotgun once again with Gio down here to the left. Then he's got, that's Lucas. But he goes up top and he looks, as he was looking for Barrientos, but the defender for the Panthers was able to get his hand in there, coming over the top and knock that ball away.
A nice pass by Jeffries there, put it in a spot that only Barrientos could catch it, but off his shoulder pad. It looked like one arm was kind of being hooked up by a Panther defender there, but fourth down, Highlanders have to go for it, down by 18.
As we deploy our tactical hoods as the rain starts up again here. Yeah, it's playoff football. Of course it's going to rain in October. And here we go as Jeffries sets up in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, kicks it back down. It's tipped at the line by number 28 for Beverly. And Gio almost had a chance at that ball.
Nice shot by the Panther defender to tip that pass. They were going for that wide receiver screen. Ball was bad in the air. Gio couldn't get his hand on it. Now Somerville turns the ball over with 7:34 left, and Beverly, like we said last question, it's probably going to be ground and pound time where you're going to see them just run, and try and drain the rest of this clock out.
Yeah, and you can see it. The Highlanders coming onto the field looking a little dejected that play call didn't quite work, but they still have a chance at this game. It's only 7.5 minutes, a little more than 7.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Where your defense is just going for the football now at this point. You just got to try and rip that thing loose, cause a turnover to give your offense another chance. Yeah,
trying to force a turnover is going to be job number 1 here for the Somerville Highlanders as the pitch goes to the outside and the heavy set eye. And Kyle Kennard is brought down after a gain of about, I'd say 8.
Real nice tackle there by Marcus Thomas. Bringing him right down, and also on the way down, trying to get that ball loose. So,
yeah, and that's what you got to do. You got to ball hawk.
Yeah.
I mean, you get in there, try to rip the ball out. I remember doing those drills back when I thought I could play football. Did you ever play football, Sal?
I did. I played for Somerville.
You did?
I was a Highlander.
Oh, well, see, now I didn't know this. I had a feeling that you played. You look like you play. I look like I watch football. You look like you played football. So, what position did you play?
I was a defensive back.
Oh! So, the secondary has a special place in your heart.
Exactly.
That. I played left bench in water boy.
Kevin Flaherty, the ball carrier.
Kevin Flaherty is able to pull up now it's going to be a third down and short. This is a big play for the Somerville defense.
Yeah, Beverly's not going to be in any rush here. They're just going to take their time. Obviously going to go for the run again.
Sorry.
You're going to look for that no receiver set. They're going to bring the three backers in the backfield, and they're just going to just pound ahead, try to get those couple of inches to give themselves a first down.
And Morrissey's back there, and you can see they're taking a lackadaisical approach to keep breaking that huddle.
Oh yeah, smart play. Don't rush it. You got a lead here. You're just going to let the clock be your friend.
And they go for the QB sneak. Morrissey plows ahead, trying to get the first down. I'm not sure he quite got it.
It looks like
it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. Based on where they're marking it now, it looks like it's going to be.
I'm going to say it's a little
down.
short.
It is, just because you can see the first down marker is just on the other side of the line.
Yeah.
If it's got it by a few inches.
Yeah,
it's a few inches either way, but I would expect them to go for it on fourth down, even if they don't have it.
Yeah, I also expect them to call for a measurement, which they do right here, as the flags come in, and they can check to see via the chains whether or not they got the first down or not. It also lets Somerville regroup and get ready for a possible fourth down stop here. And let's see. Ooh.
Short.
Yeah, it looks really short. At least half a yard?
It's probably like 1 or 2 chain links.
Oh, now they're moving it.
Yeah, they're just going to spot it on the...
Right.
But like 1 or 2 chain links, they're definitely going to go for it. I wouldn't be surprised if you just see them hand it off and go right up the middle again.
Yeah, if you're... there's no real downside to doing that at this point.
No. But
it prevents the big play because you'd have to be kicking it off to Gio, who'd be back here looking to make a big play on the punt return.
Think about it risk-reward-wise. Even if they don't get it, it's not the worst thing. They're up by 18. They do get it. That means another 3 to 4 minutes will come off the clock, which will definitely put the game away for them.
And Beverly has proven that they can play some pretty good prevent D.
Yeah.
So they know that they can rely on their defense as well. But the most important thing here for Somerville, if they can, is to get the stop here. As they line up in the power I again. Quick count, and it's another sneak straight ahead.
He's definitely got it this time.
Let's up with the ball. Now people are digging out from the pile. Looks like a first down. Yep, first down call. So new set of downs for the Beverly Panthers, and now Somerville High School is really up against it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're just going to keep running it. So now if you think about it, you got at least 3 straight runs coming now on first, second, and third down. Maybe they go for it on fourth down again, but that's going to take off at least another 2 to 3 minutes off the clock. And at that point, there's not going to have too much time left for the Highlander offense to put up the points necessary.
Yeah, as the seconds continue to tick off here, 5:08, 5:07. Beverly breaks their huddle, lines up quickly in the power I, and hands it off once again as they plow straight through, as they're able to get to the second level, but then met by the linebacking core of the Somerville Highlanders, who are able to bring the runner down. Sets up a second and long. Now, looking at this and how the brackets work with the 2016 MIAA playoffs, let's take a look at what's going to happen in both for these teams as if things keep going the way that they're going, and Beverly advances in the winners bracket, and Somerville would probably take on the loser of the other game. Tewksbury and Medford, and they played Medford last week.
Yeah, I mean,
did Somerville.
Knowing both teams kind of well, my parents live in Tewksbury.
Oh!
I would definitely tell you that, Beverly's going to play Tewksbury next week. And based on how that looks, it looks like Somerville would play Medford again, second time in 3 weeks.
Sure.
And then on the other side of the bracket, you got Bill Ricker playing Masconomet in the other semifinal of the Division II North tournament.
And as we get the handoff to Flaherty again for the Beverly Panthers. And some nice hard running from them. And the defense didn't quit. Secondaries came up and met them as number 8, that's Jelani Tull, slow to get up for the Somerville Highlanders. Now, coming into this game, we knew through the benefit of the seeding that Somerville was an underdog, but they did manage to hang tough for most of this game.
Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, you got to be impressed on how the defense played. Didn't start off great. That turnover early inside their own territory on the first offensive play that Somerville ran really set them back because they only have the short field already. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I mean, they really held their own up until that last touchdown, which kind of put the game away for Beverly, and that's really a positive thing because you knew the offense could do some stuff, but.
Yeah, we had somebody jump off sides, number 40 for the Somerville Highlanders. So that play is going to come up about another 5 yards and unless they refuse the penalty, which is quite possible. But the offending Somerville Highlander was number 40. That would be Anton Smith, the linebacker who jumped into the neutral zone. So let's see. Somerville is going to be dealing with a 1st and 5 due to the penalty. 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. Now 3:14 as Beverly continues to bleed the clock.
Yeah, I mean, offensively for Somerville, they did a good job moving the ball, but they never could get it in the end zone. You know, when it came down to it, Beverly just stepped up at the right time on defense and was able to shut them down. Their one touchdown came on that 82-yard touchdown pass from Jeffries to Shaq Joseph. But other than that, you know, I mean, it was little, you know, they would go small and never was able to make that other big play.
Yeah, as they break the tackle here, Beverly's number 20, that's a Beatty, as he's finally brought down and pushed down inbounds.
Yep.
Right here. Oh, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
8-yard line, nice run. Once he got the corner, you know, he definitely had the first down and ran hard. He was able to get the first down inside the 10-yard line and sets themselves up. 1st and goal with 2:41.
Now, Somerville is going to look at the scoreboard here at the end of the game and look at a score that's at least 28-10.
Yeah.
But they were very competitive, like you said, through the first 3 quarters of this game. It just comes down to executing on special teams and being able to move the ball, which they were able to do, but they weren't able to punch it into the end zone, except for, like you said, on that big touchdown play that they had. And that was something that the Beverly Panthers were able to do through their ground and pound, which they line up in again and hand it up to the front back. This is number 56, a big fella. I don't think he runs a lot or gets to handle the ball that much, but seeing as they're just trying to kill the clock here.
Could be the goal line back.
Hey, they got the punchline guy, 58. He's a little spark plug. Look at that guy. I'm gonna look him up on what remains of my damp roster that I'm referring to. That is now more paper mache.
Gonzalez.
Hey, Nick Gonzalez. Hey, Nick. And Somerville now playing for pride, trying to keep the Panthers from punching this one into the end zone. We'll see if they're able to do it. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, they're just going to take their time.
Yeah. As Morency waits under center, finally gets the ball and hands it off to his front back. Yeah. And that's Nick Gonzalez again, I think. Or it's the other guy.
Looks like down to the 1-yard line.
They got a few of those dudes. Yeah, it's somebody different this time. They're 56, 57, and 58. Couldn't have made this a little more confusing for me, guy who assigned the numbers? Okay, fine. But Somerville really doesn't need to hang their heads. I mean, this is a return to the playoffs for them.
Yeah, I mean, very hard-fought game. I mean, like we've been talking about the last couple of minutes, you know, just a couple things here or there, but definitely a great performance on their end. You know, this will drop the record to 4-4, but they do have at least, you know, 2-3 more games before Thanksgiving to really increase that record and really end the season on a good note.
Yeah, absolutely. And a 4-4 record, we would have been very happy with that last year. So you're showing some nice improvement as Beverly is able to punch the ball in for the resulting time. As number 56 for the the Beverly Panthers is able to finally punch it in. He's another one of those short spark plug guys.
Nick Shares.
Nick Shares, there you go. And he's celebrating like he's he's celebrating like he hasn't been in there before.
He's a senior linebacker, offensive lineman.
Oh, that's nice. Get the score for the seniors. I always like to see that, as this is their final year playing for their teams. Send them out on a bang. It's nice. Getting a playoff touchdown.
And I don't know who was more excited, him or once he scored, the entire Beverly bench was very, very excited for him, and that shows what type of team they have.
Yeah, that's great. And the kick is up and good as the ball doesn't quite make it into the outfield of the baseball field. But, they're up 35-10.
Yep.
You don't need to put all the effort into the kicking game at this point. It's okay if you slack a little bit there. But your Somerville Highlanders next week will probably face off against Medford if things hold the form. Yep. They also could play Tewksbury, which would be an interesting game if Medford is able to pull off the upset. They did back into the playoffs. I believe they're an 8 seed.
They're the 8 seed, with a 3-4 record. Tewksbury is one of the top teams in the state. They currently have a 7-0 record.
Yeah, we don't want to play them.
We've played Tewksbury, I believe, 1 or 2 years ago, and they were very, very impressive team. So
Yes.
they're usually always at the top of the Merrimack Valley Conference. So that will be definitely a tough task for Medford. As you said, if things do, hold as they should, we should be playing Medford. Weirder things have happened where games have been switched because during this process, so teams don't play each other multiple times in the season. But more likely than not, it will be against Medford. Whether that's home or away, we will have to wait and find out. I don't know if it goes by the seeding.
Yep.
But
we'll have all the details for you on Educational Channel 15, and we will also bring you the game, courtesy our excellent production crew, including our director today, Jeff Argenziano. As the kick goes back, and Lucas is not able to quite handle it, but he picks it back up, pops up, and is quickly met by a host of defenders.
yeah, it looks like down at the 11 or 12 yard line.
Yeah, see, it's the special teams thing, and I know we sound like broken records, but that's where Beverly really were able to make their mark today and execute on special teams. How often did that set them up? It really changed the tide when they were able to return the kickoff for a TD after Somerville had scored their touchdown to make the game 14-10. They scored that touchdown and they're off to the races.
Yeah, I mean, the kickoff for Beverly's been very impressive for me. Not only just on how he's been making some of these extra points, but all of his kickoffs have been back towards the goal line, which, like I said, we haven't really seen that too often from other teams that we've played. But consistently, he's been kicking the ball off, and it's been landing either within the 5 yard line to the goal line, which is, high school football definitely a game changer. And as you can see, it gets Somerville starting the ball on just the other side of the 10.
So as we come out here for the final selection of plays, Beverly sideline is cheering on their victorious team here in the first round of the playoffs. Somerville lines up to take the snap and line up wide. They're not giving up. They're going to run a play here as they do a nice little fake handoff to Chris David as they throw. Yeah, and incomplete.
Reach, yeah. Elijah had to throw it on the run. Just outside his reach there. They try to roll out there. We got about 7 seconds left. Probably going to be the last play of the game.
Yeah, and we haven't really said that much, but Elijah's had one heck of a game for himself. He did miss on a couple of passes, but overall, he's been able to thread the needle, and he had that long bomb to Shaq Joseph that was just incredible. Really, as he goes, so does this offense. And Chris David also had a pretty good game running the ball. Wasn't able to get the touchdowns that he needed last week, 4 touchdowns, and me and Chris have a working relationship where for every touchdown I buy him a slice of pizza. I owe him 4 slices of pizza. I wanted to buy him a pie this week, but unfortunately that's not the case. So
based on the way the season's gone for him so far, you bought a lot of slices of pizza.
Yeah. Well, I actually owe him a bunch. I remember teacher salary. Okay, and the pass to Gio, Jeffrey's just over his head. That's okay.
So I lied. This is probably going to be the last play.
See?
I should have known better.
Oh,
I'm
come
usually
on.
wrong when I try to predict things like this.
Well, I'm sure Todd would have raked you over the coals for that
absolutely.
blunder. But speaking of Todd, he will be back next week, hopefully, provided that he does recover from the harpoon accident. No, he really wanted to be here to bring you the game, but that's why you're stuck with us. Or me, actually. Sal's usually here. As Somerville lines up for hopefully the last play of the game now. We're both making that call. Let's see. They take the snap. Jeffries is looking down here towards Gio. Catches it from Gio. Gio makes a nice move. Cuts upfield. He's able to pad his stats a little bit as he gets all the way up to midfield. Hey. And a little extracurriculars and a flag thrown. Yep. And they immediately separate the players, and luckily that didn't turn uglier than it needed to be. As the Somerville Highlanders unfortunately lose the playoff game versus the Beverly Panthers as we line up for the congratulatory and sportsmanship handshakes at midfield. You got to be happy. Even, despite what it says on the scoreboard, the way that the Somerville Highlanders played and throughout the season so far have been able to play and string together a very nice season. 4-4 now, and like you said, they have 3 or 4 more games, probably Medford next week. We'll see how that shakes out. But overall, you can't be too upset. You weren't expected to win this game against Beverly. You came in and you played hard. Maybe the scoreboard doesn't really show that because the fourth quarter kind of got away from them.
The scoreboard's definitely deceiving on this game. This game was definitely a lot closer than it was. So,
and an incredibly entertaining game, even with the sloppy field conditions. Lots of big plays, lots of big hits, and that's what you expect in high school football, especially playoff football. So Beverly will move on in the winners bracket. They will be facing most likely Tewksbury. It depends on how that game shakes out. And Somerville will probably be playing Medford. If that's not the case, there's always a chance that those opponents could swip, or it could be somebody completely different.
Yeah, right.
So we don't really know. But we will be sure to bring you the game here on Educational Channel 15 as the Somerville Highlanders fall to the Beverly Panthers 35-10 here at Herd Stadium as the MIAA playoffs finish round 1 on Educational Channel 15.